when we could still be flying, even though maybe a rocky flight. Pull that to me. Okay, it's a safe move. Got down to the ground. What I was building didn't last. Sometimes maybe it shouldn't. I think most of the time it could if you'd hung in there. If you're gonna do it, do it. Say what you can do what you say. If you can't do it, don't say you can do it. Don't over leverage yourself. Don't over leverage a decision and then jump in and kind of dip a toe. I think I'll try it out. No, think if you're gonna try it out beforehand, but when it's time to go, dive. Finish it, find out. Come out the other side. Don't leave it and go, ooh, if I just would, that keeps me up at night. I think it keeps a lot of us up at night. When you half at something you just don't know.
What's up, y'all?
Whether you failed or succeeded, got what you want or didn't get what you want. Finding out and looking in the mirror and going, I didn't have it. I went all the way. I found out, and that ain't for me. Or I found out, and you damn right that is for me. That's a great place to get to. But the limbo of not knowing if you have something, the limbo of going, I hedged my bet. What could have happened? You don't know. Options. Yeah.
I slept straight. I slept pretty straight. It was
Too
fine.
many options can make a tyrant of any of us, man. Yeah. You know what I mean? So can conveniences.
I got about
you know
like
what I mean?
5 hours in.
When you don't give yourself,
I slept with my phones in a different room, so I put all my phones in a different room.
Problem. But I think there's more divorces because someone gave themselves the out, had the
Yeah, that's basically what I did.
Ooh, first time to smoke.
I went to sleep at 2 and then woke up at 6.
Be easier to get out of here.
I mean, well, 7. I woke up at like 6 something.
I think too many people.
But I like got up 7.
But that's more a problem than.
I'm cooking breakfast right now.
Ones that turned out to be good. Happiness is an emotional response to an outcome. If I win, I will be happy. If I don't, I won't. It's an if-then, cause and effect, quid pro quo standard that we cannot sustain because we immediately raise it every time we attain it. You see, happiness demands a certain outcome. It is result reliant. And I say if happiness is what you're after, then you're going to be let down frequently and you're going to be unhappy much of your time. Joy, though. Joy is a different thing. It's something else. Joy is not a choice. It's not a response to some result. It's a constant. Joy is the feeling that we have from doing what we are fashioned to do, no matter the outcome. Now, personally, as an actor, I started enjoying my work and literally being more happy when I stopped trying to make the daily labor a means to a certain end. For example, I need this film to be a box office success. You know, I need my performance to be acknowledged. I need the respect of my peers. And all of those are reasonable aspirations, but the truth is, as soon as the work, the daily making of the movie, the doing of the deed became the reward in itself for me, I got more box office, more accolades and respect than I ever had before. See, joy is always in process. It's under construction. It is in constant approach, alive and well in the doing of what we're fashioned to do and enjoying. I can't, I hate, and lying were 3 things that you got in trouble for. If I said I can't, my dad's teeth would start to go, excuse me? Sure you're not just having trouble? I remember this one time I was going out to do my chores Saturday morning to mow the lawn, and I couldn't get the damn lawnmower to start. Checked everything, couldn't get it started. I'm going inside, I said, Dad, can you help me out? I can't get the lawnmower started. And he turned around, saw his mowers, and he got up, walked with me through the kitchen, through the garage, out the backyard, went to the lawnmower, messed around, pulled a couple things out, about 10 minutes, boom, cranked it. And while the lawnmower was running right there, he came over to me and bent down and looked behind. He goes, see, son, you were just having trouble. We're gonna make mistakes. You gotta own them. Then you gotta make amends. And then you gotta move on. Guilt and regret kills many a man before their time. You'll turn the page, get off the ride. You are the author of the book of your life. You want to ask your boss for that promotion, but you're scared he's going to think you're overstepping your bounds. Well, instead of denying those fears, declare them. Say the fear out loud. Admit it. Give them the credit they deserve. Don't get all macho and act like they're no big deal. And don't get paralyzed by denying that they exist and therefore abandoning your need to overcome them. I mean, I even subscribe to the belief that we're all destined to have to do the thing that we fear the most anyway, at some point. So give your obstacles credit, and you will, 1, find the courage to overcome them, or you will, 2, see more clearly that they're not really worth prevailing over. Be brave, have courage, and when you do, you get stronger, you get more aware, you get more respectful of yourself and that which you fear.
A certain amount of guilt is very healthy. It helps us, keeps us, it's boundaries. Without any shame, without any embarrassment, without any guilt. Tell me it's all just 4-dimensional? Where's the form? Where's the art? It's 4-dimensional, it has no form. You gotta have gravity to have form. You gotta have some resistance to have some form. You gotta push off of something to go somewhere. You gotta be, it's very hard when you're just floating and with no gravity and no resistance to actually pursue a North Star. You have no leverage. Mm-hmm. You're floating. Where's the art? Probably more anarchy than art. So resistance gives form. Heard great artists say this. Limitations reveal style. If life's just nothing but green lights, if you got no yellows and reds, no reasons to pause or crises that stop you, resistance? What are you just gonna go in circles till you run out of gas and get dizzy? I don't see that. How do we evolve or devolve without resistance? Now, picking the right resistance is an art in itself. It's challenging. I've been clumsy with it in my life. Especially when I got famous and got success. Man, enough people telling me I love you and the caviar and the champagne. I was like, why me? I don't deserve any of this. What did I do? I things up on purpose just to say, like, I trip myself running down hills so I could bloody my own nose and go, now I can feel. Okay, now my heels are on the ground. It's clumsy. So I don't think we need the kind of resistance that we create that can harm us or get in our way for getting in our way's sake, because I've come to learn, and I think we all are, no, when things are going really well, resistance is gonna come. If you have any ambition, resistance is gonna come.
I think one of the themes of your worldview that I've become familiar with is alchemizing bad times into good ones. A reminder that things that seem bad can end up being good. How can people, or how do you have more of that perspective during a hard time?
I probably start off intellectualizing something that I know I probably should believe in but don't believe in it, and convince myself, even to an extent to trick myself, that, to sit here and go, well, you just tell yourself, this too shall pass. Okay, great, well, what the hell's that mean? Even if it's true. In the moment, you're like, what are you talking about, man? I'm in the debit section. I'm in a warning section. This sucks. I think that how much I'm conscious of it or not, my undeniable optimism and faith that this is not it is. And if it is, so what? That's okay. Well, then really, so what? You know what I mean? What's the big deal? It minimizes, I seem to have a tendency not to make a bigger deal out of things that other people make a bigger deal of. Dramas. I don't like to create false drama. When it comes and it's hard, I am affected. I get the blues, I get sad, I get mad. I'm to be around. I can't get to sleep. I got demons in my own head trying to work the riddle out. Why did this happen?
Be less impressed and more involved.
More involved, yeah.
What did you mean by that? And where did that come from?
It came from, we grew up hardcore on gratitude. I'm a very thankful guy. And being thankful and having gratitude is very important. But you can't stop there. Because too much just, I'm so happy to be here, You're so impressed to be here. Thank you for having me, which we should have. But if you live only there, we can't be present and be involved in whatever we're doing and do it as well as we want to do it. You gotta go, no, thank you for letting me be here, and I'm supposed to be here. Now let's go. If I'm even talking to you, if I'm here going, man, I'm so happy to be here. If I'm just happy to be here and go no further than that, we can't have this conversation. I'm not there. I won't be there yet. I can't be grounded enough to have it right here. I'd be like, I'd anticipate my thoughts. I'd, say something that is only the pretty stuff and not the ugly stuff, or, oh, I don't want to be me. So to be involved allowed me to be more honest and have more courage. When we're involved, we're more honest and have more courage to do what we're fashioned to do, how we're fashioned to do it. I've been fortunate to, if something's not sitting well in my soul, even if I'm pulling it off and I'm like, dude, you're the rom-com guy. You're the go-to guy, man. You're number one on the call sheet. You took the baton from Hugh Grant and ran. You love doing. They're fun. Geez, they pay great too. I can line them up. I was getting quantity, but I wasn't getting the quality. I was like going, I kind of feel like I could do it tomorrow. I was like, oh, nothing wrong with that. You've worked to get to that point to where you feel like you could do it tomorrow. I was like, yeah, but I don't. I need some resistance. I want to find something that scares me. Mind you, at that time, I've fallen in love with Camilla and she's pregnant with our first child. What's the thing I always want to be in life? Father. So my life is like, oh yeah. The roof is raised and the basement is lowered and the width is wider, man. I'm feeling more, crying more, laughing louder, feeling more pain, all of it. My emotions life is vital. And I said, okay, what I want to do is dramas, but Hollywood won't offer me no matter how big of a pay cut I take. So I said, all right, if I can't do what I want to do, I'm gonna quit doing what I've been doing. So chose to, boom, go to the ranch in Texas.
D, what are you talking about?
Pregnant. Told my agent, no more rom-com, Don't know how long that's gonna last. Made that decision with Camilla, and we said, look, we're gonna make this decision. There's no telling how long we're gonna go with that work. But if we're making the decision, it's non-negotiable. We're not going back on it.
We all want to figure out who we are. As Bob Dylan says, hey, everyone's their own creation. Just create it. We all want to know what that is. The affirmative. Way to go forward. How to play offense. But I found that's hard, man. That's hard. What's much easier?
Oh.
And I think the reasonable first step to figuring out who we are is let's define who we're not. Let's pick out those people, places, things we do, habits we have that don't pay us back, that don't feed us tomorrow, that don't give us.
The number one thing I listen to that helps me out in life is podcasts.
Don't have ROI. Those ones that we keep waking up
podcasts,
a little bit of the debit. Damn, I got a hangover.
Motivational speeches.
I had the same amount of drinks.
They reaffirm me and they help me get, in that mode. They help me get better to teach. They help me get, what I'm saying, my mind fully, acclimated to where I need to be at.
So it's a much easier thing to start pointing out, you know what? I keep doing that and it doesn't pay me back. I'm not getting my compounding asset on that decision or those people, places. Eliminate those, and by sheer mathematics, we end up with more of what does feed us and pay us back, who we are.
Let me know when you're able, if that works.
When you do succeed, and a lot of people go, nope, that's nothing. I think we should take some time to be able to look in the mirror and own that thing that we pulled off and go, good job. That's what you wanted. That's what you got. At the same time, be able to, as we do more often, look in the mirror when we fail and go, bogey, you did not pull that off. You know what I mean? But I mean, it's kind of big in the ownership idea, fail or the game, ownership being really important. Someone said this to me before. The Queen said this. It came off the cuff. I didn't think about it. She was like, Matthew, you're so fully.
Also,
without thinking, I was like, well, who else
are you doing it yourself, or do you have to go get it done? Because you could also do it at the studio if you wanted.
Full of themselves, not in the arrogant way. I'm talking about a healthy ego to understand, and I understand the ego's difference between I and me. Me's the objective, but to know the I wish more people, I wish we were more full of ourselves. I wish more people in the world were more full of themselves. I think part of the challenges in life is a lot of us are running around half ourselves, half fooling ourselves, not full of ourselves, not studying ourselves enough, not holding ourselves to task enough, not patting our own self on the back when we do get what we want enough, not cracking our own whip on our backside when we do get out of line, even though.
Oh man,
I wish we were
gotta
more
head back
full of
out.
ourselves.
Yeah, you good.
I'm in south of New Orleans.
Most definitely good, fam.
It's a voodoo shop.
I'm just about to. I'm trying to lock in, get in that mode, man.
And in these columns are all these vials of these magic potions, right? And the headings above each potion defining what they would give you were things like fertility, health, family, legal help, energy, forgiveness, money. Guess which column was empty? Money. Let's admit it. Money is king today. It's what makes the world go round. It is success. The more we have, the more successful we are, right? Now I would argue that our cultural values have even been financialized. Humility is not in vogue anymore. It's too passive. To get rich quick on the internet, rich is 15 minutes of fame world that we live in, and we see it every day. But we all want to succeed, right? So the question that we got to ask ourselves is what success is to us, what success is to you. Is it more money? That's fine. I got nothing against money. Maybe it's a healthy family. Maybe it's a happy marriage. Maybe it's to help others, to be famous, to be spiritually sound, leave the world a little bit better place than you found it. Continue to ask yourself that question. Now your answer may change over time, and that's fine. But do yourself this favor. Whatever your answer is, don't choose anything that will jeopardize your soul. Prioritize who you are, who you want to be, and don't spend time with anything that antagonizes your character. Don't drink the Kool-Aid, man. It tastes sweet, but you will get cavities tomorrow. All right? Life is not a popularity contest. Be brave, take the hill, but first answer that question, what's my hill?
What's up, Easy Arm?
When extra credit's included, credit doesn't get its due. When more gives us less, the exchange rate's gonna skew. When amnesty is offered going into the crime, we're more bound to commit it because there's no fine. We start playing to tie instead of going for the win. When participation is the trophy for every cow in the pen. If I stay on the porch because you picked up the slack, when you look over your shoulder, I can't have your back. If there is no curfew, we're gonna stay out all night. No tab at our bar, we're gonna get drunk and start a fight. All these long lenses got us losing our sight. You keep lifting it for me, I'm gonna lose all my life. When a 4-star duty suits a 6-star rate, we take our hands off the wheel and rely on fate. Eating all we can at the all-we-can-eat buffet gives us a 3.8 education and a 4.2 GPA. We steal from ourselves and get away with the scam. What's the measure of merit with less give a damn? These unlimited options sure have me confused, while all the conveniences are keeping me properly lived. In this red light district with the inflation, the ROI's math don't pay for vacation. So let's just admit it, this extra credit's quite a fluffer, because when the tip's included, the service will suffer.
There's a responsibility to freedom, and that there is freedom in responsibility. You know, and that earn your way there.
But Casper trying to get the food, bro. He like, I'm saying though, can you let me get some? I'm like, no.
Just do proverbial sweat.
Hey, girl.
Or whatever. We built it. We understand. We felt how we got it, how we achieved it, how we got.
Bon appetit.
Those stick with
Take
us.
a bite.
Get them,
Take a bite. It might save your life.
And they build resilience, and they build a healthy, true optimism going forward to know that, oh no, I've worked for something before and achieved it. Delayed gratification. Oh,
you know,
choices I can
I
make
got
today
you.
for myself.
Don't even worry about it, you know.
pay me back.
Bro, I got 3 left. I'm trying to get all my calories in, bro. Early morning, 900 calories. Sheesh.
I got an immediate.
It's so hard, bro.
For me.
But if I eat a lot more calories in the morning, I don't have to eat as much at night.
Solar powered green light. Why? Because now, everywhere I go, I gotta look over my shoulder to see if someone's there that I like.
I need to buy a case of water, bro.
When I'm doing that, I'm stealing whose time?
Hey, girl, you on your way to school?
Now I'm not freedom. I'm not
Are you getting ready for
free.
school?
I have the freedom. I didn't create freedom in my future because I chose to make an irresponsible act that.
Yeah. I knew you was. I knew you was heading to
Now
school.
reasons to look over my shoulder.
I knew you was heading to school. He said, I gotta go give Taxi a view real quick.
Our most precious thing we have.
Bruh, yes, bruh. Bro, since bro went out and got traumatized, he just been on me, bro. Like, he ain't let me go since he got back. Like, he just been on me, bro. Like, he been on me. I need to finish this breakfast, bro. I got 3 sausages left.
We can make that are the most selfish choices.
Like, this the hardest, you know.
We see them that way.
So, to any of us, whatever.
Sheesh.
Whatever it is we look forward to.
Sheesh. It's like the hardest one, bro.
I say, all right.
Man.
All
All right. You gonna learn today. All right, I need to figure it out what I'm about to do, bro. Not what I'm about to do. I know what I'm about to do. I'm about to just listen. I'm listening to this audio. It's morning audio, bro. You know what I'm saying? It gets you in that mode. You know what I'm saying? Do some jumping jacks to get him down. Actually, that is very true, bro. Let me do a quick little workout. You right. Because then I'll burn a few calories so I can eat more calories. You right, gang. I ain't even gonna lie to you. Because I was doing a whole workout in this bit, you know. You know what really going on, for real. I really had it going on. I got like 2 more sets left. Shit. Also.
You got to get to the point in your mind that it's all up to you. You don't have time to be figuring out what's next for you, but instead you need to know within your heart what's right for you. And the right thing to do, ladies and gentlemen, is
I got 1 more set left.
that you can change. You can evolve into something that is greater than your excuses. Changing takes
Man, we
time.
got it, bro.
Evolving takes
Just saw the
time.
comment you responded on the Passion vs. Profit video. Most deaf. Familiar? I got you.
And fortitude. All things are possible.
I got you. Man.
Why waste another summer not loving your body?
With Base 44, we turned that question into a successful business.
Do you think we're in a crisis of purpose right now? I mean, I think it's pretty obvious that we are. I mean, it's embarrassing that I have a career, right? There should be no demand for my work. Yeah, I think that in general, I think people would admit it. I think that you know, who can say whether it's the first time it's ever happened? But I think people are more open to say that they.
I got 1 left, bro. I got 1 more set and 3 more sausages, bro.
The workplace change over the past
1 more set and 3 more sausages.
We've definitely seen the decline in church membership over the past few decades.
1 more set. I have literally photographed the evolution of her body, and it's crazy. Like, her abs, bro. This is insane. Her abs, this is insane, bro. Like, I have literally photographed the growth of her body. And I be looking at mine and being like, damn, the fuck am I doing wrong? So what I'm doing wrong is, but yeah, bro. My problem is eating. Like, I do all the other things right. My problem is eating, bro. That's literally what it comes down to. My problem is eating, gang.
What's interesting is
my problem is eating. I edited these last night on live. Snapped, over snapped.
Things like that.
Edited these on live with my presets, might I add. This is before. Look how soft that bit look. Bow, hard. And then I had these 2.
You socialize with your neighbors, and work was a place you went to make a living. It wasn't supposed to be this end-all be-all of everything. And as those things fell away,
we started to put more and more
Man, I got 3 more sausages, bro.
to provide those things.
That
So now
sound
we're
crazy,
looking for
don't
our
it?
work to provide our sense of purpose, to provide our sense of community, to provide our social life, and now we're also saying that work should be the place that agrees with my politics. That never used to happen, and so for better or for worse, there's a tremendous amount of pressure on the workplace and leaders in the workplace to be able to successfully offer all of those things, and people are quitting their jobs because they're not getting those things. And it never used to be a thing. I think also we're doing the same thing in our relationships. There's a correlation, which is, you know, you had your friends, you had your spouse or your girlfriend, your boyfriend, and you didn't expect your partner, your romantic partner, to be able to provide everything. Be my rock, be my best friend, be my lover, be, you know, my stability, be the person. And yet now we put overwhelming amounts of pressure on one person to be everything, the same way we're putting overwhelming amounts of pressure on our workplaces to be everything. We're setting both up to fail, by the way, which I think leaves us in a malaise and loss. So I think all of these weird, you know, concoctions are contributing to that sense of lost or looking.
Interesting that it's not necessarily that we're applying more pressure just to
Right, it's hard, I ain't gonna lie.
relationships because of some pivot in culture.
I did like 3 back to back, and my
Previous
clients
other,
were dying, bro.
Contributors have
Cause like you gotta think about it, a pumpkin's heavy as
and
hell.
When there's less of a
Pumpkin is like a pumpkin
in
is
that regard,
heavy as
you've got
hell,
all
bro.
of your
So it's on their head, and they're balancing this 5-pound damn thing
Yeah.
and that's an amount of pressure
on top of
that
their head.
is
So
really
it's like
difficult. And also not necessarily what they were entirely designed to fulfill.
very crazy.
Yeah, but it's one person can't be everything. Otherwise, we'd have no need for friends. One person can't be everything. One place can't be everything. Now, having said that, we can't argue against it. It's the way of the world. We can talk about how we got here. That might be a little bit useful, kind of, maybe not. You know, technology definitely played a role. You know, for me to get entertainment, there wasn't that much TV. I had to leave the house. I went to, and now all of our entertainment is right at our fingertips on television or on our phones. I mean, there's no reason to leave the house. We're now at a point where you don't even have to go to the movies anymore because you can just wait a week or 0 and start streaming whatever you want to watch. So there's no reason to leave the house.
How do you come to think about people?
Bro, bro, they'll get on her nose, bro. I ain't gonna lie, I definitely, bro. Y'all gotta watch, bro. I'm posting the behind the scenes on Patreon. Hilarious, bro. Cause so I have this series that I do on Patreon now. It's called Raw and Unfiltered, where I like basically put a POV mount on my chest and I just go through the motions shooting my clients, right? And so I just started posting like that, but I gotta edit that video. I'm edited today, and I'm like trying to hurry up so I can upload it onto there because I did that raw and unfiltered episode. I do that with like all of my clients, so you guys can like come along with me on a photo shoot and see how I talk to them and how the things go. Like just real raw, unfiltered, no cuts, no edits, no nothing. Just give you guys that, right? And that shit's tough because it was hilarious, bro. You guys are able to hear them laughing, all of that. I didn't drop it on there yet, but I'm gonna drop it today. But it was overly funny, bro. I snapped though on this layer. I ain't gonna lie. Like what? Before, after, all in Lightroom. Stop playing with me, bro.
I would be hesitant to tell people to wait.
Like what? And then I'm gonna do the same thing on this same layer with her.
Or you may not learn the lesson if something does happen. And so the process of uncovering purpose is an objective process. Anyone can go through it. My discovering of my purpose came through crisis. I lost my passion for my work. I owned a small business, and I didn't want to go to work anymore. Completely fell out of love. And very,
I ain't gonna lie, the nose is actually very, but hers came out tough though. This one right here, I think because she didn't have no teeth. Like I think if she had teeth on it, everything else would have been fine. But the eyes were weird too. Like her eye, one eye is this way, one eye is that way. I don't know if that was like, you know, okay type shit, but
it gets darker. That's sort of how it goes. And it wasn't until a friend of mine confronted me and said, "There's something wrong, and you are not telling me." And I came clean, and it lifted a huge weight off my shoulders because now I did not feel.
All right, yeah, you're walking to school. Go get an education, child. See you later. Bye, bye, girl.
And this is just, we're human animals. Like, we need each other. And so when you're lost and you simply tell somebody, "I'm lost," and they're willing to just hold your hand and make you not feel alone, even though the journey is still your own, The energy you have, the focus you have, the clarity you get.
See you later, girl.
Exponentially increases. And that's what happened to me. And I now had the energy.
There we go.
To find the problem and
I think I think it's done.
discover purpose. I made this discovery of this thing.
Yeah, ain't nobody gonna know. Come on, what? Before, after, what? All in Lightroom? Overly tough. Cause then I'm gonna cook. I'm gonna do the same thing on all the other ones too, though.
People asking me to talk about it, and then I gotta
Cook.
write about it. So there is a process to find your why.
This one I'm gonna cut their head off and do VFX on this one. I'm gonna merge these two images together,
Proud to be a part of that.
and I'm gonna cut their head off.
It's completely changed my life. So
We got a clean cut on their head.
Through a catastrophe or a low point is a
Yeah, it looks good, bro. Ain't gonna lie.
retrospect in a bizarre way.
What?
everybody I've ever talked to who's
Yeah, this is tough.
from catastrophe or low points, we all are secretly grateful. Like nobody wants to go through it again. Like I hope I never go through anything like that again. It was awful, but I'm glad it happened. You know, I think there are lessons to be learned in everything that goes wrong in our lives, and the question is, are you willing to learn those lessons? And for those who to simply go through something awful, and by the way, it's all relative. A breakup could be the thing, you know? I mean, it doesn't have to be something, you know, that the world regards as catastrophic, you know? But something that's, you know, losing a job. I mean, anything that challenges you emotionally. The question we have to ask ourselves is like, can I learn from this? And a part of that is accountability. You know, I think that if we want to talk about, if you want to find purpose, you have to take accountability for your life. And what I mean by that is like no one can bestow it upon you. No one can just give you a purpose. It is within you, and it is there to be discovered, right? But at the same time, everything that happens to us in our lives, we have to say, okay, how did I contribute to this? How am I responding to this? How can I make this bad situation better? What did I do to make the situation happen? And if it was just bad luck, then we can all easily fall in and out of victimhood. And it plays its role if something bad happens. Like it makes us feel better to be like, the world hates me, you know? But at the same time, at some point, we take accountability for the life that we're living in the present.
Yeah, that's tough.
The past we can't change.
I'm editing the wrong photos. I need to be editing these photos.
We can be
because her birthday is in a few days.
What am I gonna get? If this is
all right, let's lock in, gang.
How can I grow from this?
Let's lock in. I'll be right back. I'm about to lock in.
That's accountability.
What else are the differences between the people who go through a bad time and learn lessons from it, and in retrospect say, I don't want to do it again, but I'm glad it happened, and the people who go through a bad time and there's no alchemy out the other side of it?
I really do believe it's having people by our side that make us feel not alone as we go through it. I've talked about this before, where, you know, the mistake we make as friends is we think we have to fix or offer advice to people who are going through something. You know, somebody's going through something horrible, a breakup, they got fired, whatever, you know, whatever it is. Something went horribly wrong. And we, well-intentioned, say, well, you should do this, or why don't you just go get this? And, you know, a friend of mine who had a job at a company for most of his career got fired, didn't see it coming. And he went through this deep depression, and like most of the advice he got was just get another job, and, you know, success is the biggest F you, and, you know, you'll show them. And they were well-intentioned in their advice, but that's not what he needed. He needed somebody to just sit in the mud with him. And, you know, it was just by happenstance, you know, I was the first friend to come to him and be like, boy, that really hurts. That's all I said. Like, that really hurts. This is really hard. And he goes, yeah. I was like, I said, don't worry about getting another job. Just sit for a little bit. Like, yes, at some point you're gonna have to, but not today. You know? Mourn the loss. And that just being told it's okay to have a feeling, as opposed to action, which is our default, especially in the States, you know? In the West, like, if you're not doing something, you're a loser, you know? And all it takes is one friend to say, I'll sit in the mud with you. amazingly, people know what they need. Amazingly, people know what they need. I was going through a hard time. I wasn't my best self. I was in a bad place. And
all right,
a friend called me up and
I'm about to set a productivity timer.
Started saying I'm in a bad place and this is what I'm feeling.
For every
and she started offering me advice.
Every 60 minutes, I'm gonna get up and do a workout.
No, I don't want that.
Should it be every 60 minutes or should it be every 30 minutes?
Let me tell you, I just need to.
I'm gonna do every 30 minutes. I'm gonna do 30-minute timer.
Yeah, totally sorry. So
I'm gonna set a 30-minute timer. I'm gonna lock in.
You can reset. It doesn't ruin.
Set a 30-minute timer.
At the same time, you can ask somebody as well.
And every 30 minutes, I'm gonna get up and do a workout, so that way I can stay accountable.
You can say, "Do you want me to offer you advice? Do you want me to give you some opinions, or do you want me to just sit in the mud with you?" And they'll be like, just sit in the mud with me. Like, people know what they need, and at the right time, they'll say, I think I'm ready now for that advice, right? And so we're most of us are well intentioned, where we either offer, or if somebody's giving us advice where we don't want it, we just sort of shut them out, which is also the wrong thing to do. Just tell people. It goes back to communication, but at the end of the day, doing any of this stuff alone, and this is what we're getting to. If one of these things happens, tell somebody. Tell somebody. You don't need to have a best friend. You just need somebody who you can tell. This is why there's a rise of therapy and things like that. Like, that's a stranger that you can tell.
Surrogate confidant.
The difference between a therapist and a friend is, your friend never says, "Time's up."
This episode is brought to you by 8 Sleep. If you struggle to stay asleep because your body gets too hot or too cold, this is going to help. It automatically cools down or warms up each side of your bed up to 20 degrees. It's got integrated sensors that track your sleep time, your sleep phases, your HRV, your snoring, and your heart rate with 99% accuracy. And it'll even start cooling or heating your bed for you an hour before bedtime, which is why 8 Sleep has been clinically proven to increase total sleep by up to 1 hour every night. Sleep isn't just about how long you rest, but how well your body stays in its.
All right, you about to set a timer. Well, I'm about to do a set first, and then we're gonna set a timer after I do the set. I'm gonna do this one set, and then we're gonna get into it.
Cooled mattress topper. Best of all, they've got a 30-day sleep trial, so you can buy it and sleep on it for $29.90.
Quick little workout.
They'll give you your money back, and they ship it
hop
tonight.
into it.
Right now, you can get $350 off by going to the link in the description below, or heading to 8sleep.com/modernwisdom and using the code modernwisdom at checkout. That's EIGHTsleep.com/modernwisdom and modernwisdom at checkout. I love that insight around the subtext of what somebody giving you advice is saying, and it's well intentioned, and they're really trying to help.
And even if it's the wrong thing, it's coming from a good place.
They're saying, "Hey, my friend's in trouble, and I want to get them out of trouble."
Yeah.
All right, let's start that timer.
From an emotional standpoint,
If I do 30 minutes of focused work,
tells you is,
and then we'll stop and get a little workout in.
okay, and might not
So I'm gonna do
okay,
30-minute
and
interval. I'm about to do
they're not
60,
okay.
but I gotta shoot
So they have to fix me.
in
can't be
like
not
2
okay,
hours or
which is
hour. Yeah,
causing
like 2 hours. So I gotta finish some
Even if
editing right now.
There's a great scene in the Kardashians.
We're live on YouTube, you
My
guys.
friend Charlie did an analysis of. He compared Theo Von talking to Sean Strickland to the mother Kardashian talking to one of the daughter Kardashians. Sean Strickland's really,
Alright,
really
let's lock
struggling,
in.
and Theo's response to him is, "It's okay, man. We don't need to talk. We can just sit here for a while if you want." That's literally as close to saying let's sit in the mud as.
Let's sit in the mud, yeah.
The Kardashian interaction.
What it do, familiar? What it do, familiar? It's your boy Tessa PNG, and we back at it again with another one. So today I'm editing. I just got done working out, you guys. Today I'm editing a birthday photo shoot session, and I'm listening to a podcast, like life help type chat as well. I guess I'll just let you guys listen in while I'm also working and editing and answering questions at the same time. As always, if you guys are in the Patreon, you will get the raw images, as well as a whole bunch of other exclusive gems that are in there as well. And yeah, so let's go ahead and hop into this birthday edit. Let's do it. All right, let's start off with this image right here.
Depression is normal. Like, we all go through it at some points in various degrees. It's temporary.
Yo, what's up,
If
G?
you get stuck in something, that's different, right? That's not what we're talking about, right?
Hey, Shariah.
But people do, we have to remember we're both rational and emotional animals.
Yes, Casper. Casper, come on.
Our neocortex, which is our Homo sapien brain.
Casper.
Rational analytical thought, and we are.
What you crying for? Come on.
Think about things. We can weigh weigh pros
Come on.
and cons. We can have opinions.
Why are you always going the wrong side? Come on, before I start my timer,
That
bro.
neocortex is not responsible
Come
for
on,
behavior
before I start my timer. Come
When
on.
you have that limbic brain left,
Before I start my timer, man. Lay down. Before I start my timer.
all of our behavior.
All right. 30-minute timer starting now, gang.
Language. And
You just started a
because we
30-minute
don't-
timer.
they don't
Productivity,
always work
30 minutes. 30-minute
And we often
unbothered lock-in.
forget that we are both.
Turning off all the
An advantage, but it
notifications.
also produces stress and
Not getting
irony.
bothered.
And you have to meet
Let's
emotions
lock
with
in.
emotions and facts with facts. And when somebody's in an emotional state, facts
You
are
locking in.
bullshit.
One of my favorite photographers. I'm an upcoming photographer. Hey, you better stop it.
Convincing somebody
You
why
better
they should be
stop
upset.
it. Thank y'all.
Even if they're
Y'all
completely
lit, bruh.
rationally right.
Make sure y'all in the Discord. The Discord's a free community, bro. We're all in there. I'll be chatting in there too. I help as much as possible. As much as I can, I try to help. Whenever I'm free, I try to give out free information. Like right now,
They start crying.
I could have been selfish and started editing these photos by myself, but I decided to go live on YouTube
It doesn't matter. We'll get
and
it
on Patreon and help you guys and allow you guys to watch me while I'm editing, so that way I can simultaneously help.
That's not what we do. We
Because
say, oh, I know,
yeah,
I know you were looking forward
if I know I don't have time to like make a designated video, so why not just, you know, make the time while I have the time. So I'm editing right now, so I'm like, okay, why not also let y'all, you know, watch me work at the same time. Do you work on several projects at once so you don't get bored? Hell yeah, that's exactly what I do. I skip around. I call it the skip around method. Like if I know that I got 5 people that I got to get done in one day, I'll edit a few images. Like I like 3 images from each person, like so I could like, you know, feel better. But sometimes I don't. Sometimes I'll finish an entire person because I feel like if I scatter it out too much, sometimes I won't feel like I get anything done. So like I might edit her fully, knock her off so I can cross her off my list. Edit the next person fully, knock them off so I can cross them off my list. Because sometimes I don't fully cross anything off my list, so I really don't make any real progression. You know what I'm saying? Like I have a whole list of people I need to edit, and I'm about to start crossing people off. Like I already finished one person, I'm gonna cross him off. Yeah, now I'm doing Brandy right now. So
I can't lie, right? I can't be like, it's amazing, because that would be a flat out lie, right? But at the same time, I also recognize that even though she knows I'm an honest broker, even though I know she wants my opinion, she's in an emotional state. She's jacked up on adrenaline. She just came off the stage. Now is not the time for rational. Now is the time to meet emotion with emotion. And by the way, she's not depressed or unhappy. She's just jacked up high, right? So I said, "Oh my God."
if I don't say anything,
True. This is the first
Staten Island, bro. Yeah, y'all gotta join, bro. Join the Discord and go to the New York chat, and y'all can lock in and link up. We have a New York chat section in the Discord for y'all. If I'm not talking to y'all on TikTok, I'm live on YouTube. All right, you guys, just letting y'all know my forehead big as hell, gang. Oh my goodness, that's why I wear these beanies. Beanies help me feel better about the size of my damn head.
And she's like, "You're right. We had a rational conversation."
Look up. The easiest way for me to tell you right now is join the YouTube live, and I'll drop the link in there. The YouTube live is Taxi PNG, TAXI PNG. I'm about to put the link to the Discord in there. Cause I don't think you can't click on lives and you can't click on like links in TikTok live. But it's also in my bio too. But you just gotta look for it. That's the only thing about the bio part. But I just put it in the YouTube chat. So I don't know if that's like too far for you to go. Sorry about that.
Just sit in the mud with them.
I don't like redirecting you too much. Casper laying on my chest. Laying on me.
I mean, I know what you're going through.
All right, let's lock in.
You must be really hurting.
All right, I'm pasting the same settings that I just created from this last one. I'm just pasting it over. There we go. I see that this one pasted, but it's a little bit darker. I'm gonna go ahead, bring back that a little bit, that color of the skin, masking, background layer up on the shadows. There we go. Subject layer up on the highlights. Make her pop a little bit more. You see that right there? Yep.
And this is where empathy kicks in.
Cute.
Just because you're having the
Go back to the overall.
And the whole idea is how do you be present with the person and give them the thing they need in the time that they need.
3,
and
choose,
that's being an empathetic human being.
masking, copy,
situationally aware,
paste.
Right? As to sort of what am I playing with here? And if you're unsure,
down on masking a bit.
Like I said, for the most part, people know what they need. And if they say they don't know, they're going to say, I don't know. And then you say, well, why don't I try this and you can tell me how it feels. I'll offer some suggestions, and if it doesn't feel right, I'll back off. Like, you can have these negotiations, and so the skills.
There we go, and I'm gonna go to the mask, subject mask, and go down and highlight some subject.
Cats are naturally good at being cats. They don't have to study, they don't have to learn, they're just naturally good at it. Human beings are not naturally good at being human. We suck at it. And again, it's because of that neocortex. It's because we have the ability to overthink everything, right? You can literally prevent yourself from sleeping because you are thinking about something that you cannot control until you wake up tomorrow. It's madness, right? But we have that magical ability to overthink everything. And so it's really hard to be human. And we actually have to learn and practice and read and watch things and ask people to get better at being human. And some people choose to be the best human beings they can be, and they go on that journey. By the way,
I'm doing this because she has overly like high highlights from the top coming down, so it's gonna like kind of help me.
Some of us choose to go on that journey for both reasons. It feels good. It makes me a better version of myself. I like who I am more now than I did before. And for others, I am a better friend, I'm a better partner, I'm a better son, I'm a better father, whatever it is, because I chose to go on this journey. And then it goes right back to what is a friend? Why do we need friends? What is a friend? And I'm thinking a lot about friendship these days. We know that a lot of people are struggling with friendships these days. I think men are struggling more than women. As I talk about this concept of friendship, women come up to me, but men come up to me like with much more sort of, they're hurting. And it doesn't matter how.
But anytime a client texts me, I gotta text back, bro. Like, hold on, bro. Oh, dang, every time a client texts me, I get off. I be having to because, bro, I don't be trying to miss no bookings. So somebody just locked in for 4 p.m. Hold on.
And
somebody just locked in for 4 p.m. So 4 p.m.
We know what a romantic partner is. We know what a relationship.
People be like, bro, it sounds so like I don't be trying to sound like I don't even be trying to say this shit no more. You got a Sony A7C camera. What's a good setup with the 50mm 1.8? What do you have an 8200? Nah, that's always my first thing to say is get you an 8200, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Get you an 8200. And if you're not in the Discord, join that. But if you're not in that, then you know I'm live on YouTube right now. That's why I keep pointing right here because I am genuinely live on YouTube and I'm showing you guys. What I'm doing live. And I really can't keep looking over here to read your TikTok comment. Okay, let me turn this phone on. Hold on. I'm gonna turn this phone on. I'm gonna go to TikTok just for y'all, so I can read it. So I can read what y'all are saying. Hold on. Just so I can read what y'all are saying. Let me make sure. So just so I can read what y'all are saying. Hold on.
I will take myself on.
Just so I can read what y'all are saying.
You're taking yourself on.
I'm gonna put this on here. Just so I can see what y'all are saying.
Help you. And if we get this right.
Yo, what's good? 70 to 200. Oh, you got a 7200?
Romantic relationship. If we get this right, when we stay in this.
Yeah, San Studio Boogie be giving me anxiety too, man. Like, who you think you is? Who do you think you are? But nah, at the same time, I be grateful for him. I ain't gonna lie, cause sometimes I need something to do. Like, I mean, if I'm being honest with you guys, like. The number one thing that I love to do, like in this world, is work. Like I love being the hardest worker. Like I love working hard. Like I don't know. So I wouldn't rather do anything other than photography and other than working and So yeah, I do more sports. About to start taking photos. Yeah, sports 7200 is actually really is a really good sports photography lens for sure.
You don't have to say it, but it's nice to say things. I'm a great believer.
Y'all guys gonna have to let me. Y'all better. I have to go. Greetings. All right, Easy. Talk to you later, Easy. Easy is over on YouTube, you guys. All right, so I'm doing this radio gradient right here because she has a highlight on her head, so I'm gonna kind of like allow that radio gradient to like come down. I'm gonna go down the shadows, or I can come down in the exposure, so that way it kind of like evens that background. I might do exposure a little bit. But like I don't want to do too much. I kind of want to stretch it out a lot more. There we go.
Are you willing to grow yourself?
Shadows. Yeah. Okay. Cause that highlight.
People get stuck.
That highlight on her forehead was throwing me.
And this is the saddest part. I hear people.
And now overall, I can go up on the shadows a little bit. There we go.
People they have a good time with.
There we go. There we go, right there.
But they wouldn't call any of them to say
And up. You said, boom, 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 boom. Where are you at? Yeah, I'm in Orlando. Watching you on TikTok and YouTube. See, you so tough. Comment on YouTube. Say something. Did you get the link? You're tough. Because I don't know who's watching me. People just be joining on YouTube and on TikTok and don't be saying a damn thing to your boy. They don't be saying nothing to your boy.
I'm a passive player in this. Right?
There we go. I think this background got to be a little bit lighter, bro.
You still have a role in this thing called your life.
There we go. I'm going to right click, edit in Photoshop.
Right? You still have a role.
Right click, edit in Photoshop.
Things are being done to you.
Paste.
How you respond is you. Right?
And then we'll edit it in Photoshop too.
How you respond to conflict.
I think this one's not that bad. This is kind of fine.
You can choose to just disengage.
Edit in Photoshop. All right. All right, you about to start getting surgical.
Something goes haywire, whether they deserve it or not.
All right, I'm going to go Command J twice. Duplicate that layer. I'm going to hit C to crop. And I'm going to go ahead and crop it so that way I have less floor and more top. I try to go through the face with this crop so that way like you can kind of like see it going through. That makes it even. I'm going to give her an even amount of floor space and head space. Double click just like so. Shift Command X to do a little bit of liquefying. You can steal my settings if you want. I ain't tripping about it. And I'm going to go ahead and push a little bit in on the sides.
Is to help the other person feel safe, even though you feel that they're the oppressor.
Every time I'm editing, I got a timer going. Like I always have a timer going. Like my timer's right here. You guys can see. I mean, it would be cool if I could have it in the frame, but I don't know. I don't think I can.
She's an Emmy winning as well.
Can I have the frame?
Documentarian.
Is this it right here? Yeah, y'all can't see that bit.
She's a Muslim woman living in the UK. She made some comments.
I don't know.
On the BBC that went viral about multicultural society.
Oh yeah, that's kind of tough.
And she.
I see that. That's kind of tough.
Started getting trolled by the far right, by white supremacists.
Yeah, there we go.
It got so bad that the police advised her to stay away from open windows.
There we go.
The way Dia responded was to move to the United States and try to get to know white supremacists. She was at Charlottesville, walking with them, not marching with them, walking with them, big difference. And she offered them a safe space to feel heard. Now this sounds insane, right? They should be giving her a safe space to feel heard. Yeah, but that's never going to happen. And that's part of the problem. And I talked to Dia after George Floyd, I talked to her after January 6th, I talked to her after all of these sort of big events. And she said to me, you're not going to like my answer, but in all the research that she's done with jihadis and white supremacists and all of it, in every circumstance, she says, the victim has to go first. Because the quote-unquote oppressor will never go first. They will never do it. And so what she did, and she made a documentary called White Right, Meeting the Enemy. You can go watch it happen. You can see it. She doesn't agree with them. She doesn't affirm their beliefs. But she offers them a safe space to feel heard. And then over the course of time, something happens. You see the transformation. They can no longer reconcile their racist points of view with the fact that
the currently baby. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, it is very true. But if I'm being real though, you gotta work what you got. Cause I started off in a living room, so I had to work with what I had, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Everything was on the floor. All my lights had to be on the floor. Like you really like ceiling height is really a big thing for studios for sure. But shit, you gotta do what you gotta do, bro. Cause I used to be mad as hell that I couldn't make my light higher, bro. Like I used to be mad. Yeah, I couldn't get the type of angle that I wanted. My ceilings right now still aren't that big, but you gotta do what you gotta do until you're able to, upgrade or able to have that, that dream studio aesthetic that you want.
Who knows what the reason is? Only a few times it's because they hate you.
All right, so she.
Most of the time.
Let me see. Oh, I didn't write her name in.
Lack of skills. And so yeah, you're the one who has to go, and this is where the
garden.
You're gonna have to walk in and be like, hey, here's the story I'm telling myself. I feel like you hate me. You don't say you hate me. That's an accusation. I feel like you hate me. And there's a few things, and maybe I'm looking for the evidence because I'm really sensitive right now. But let me tell you the 3 things that make me feel like you hate me. And I want to put it on the table because I don't want to hate you. And I don't want us to fail. And I don't know how to have this conversation, but I want to
Bro, I got two weddings this weekend. I got six shoots today. Fuck, bro. 6 shoots today.
I can't control anything.
Yeah.
I can't control.
I'm literally just live right now, so I could be live. Like I'm live right now, so I could let y'all like lock in with me.
Natural disasters.
Let me make sure her face straight though before I do this. Is that lace? I try to always make sure that lace look good.
Lucky and sometimes I'll get unlucky. You know, things have gone my way by no talent of my own.
There you go.
And things have gone badly no matter how much I tried.
Yeah.
Before we continue,
It's one of those things that like, it's not a complaint type of vibe. It's not like me complaining. It's just on some like, health wise. Like I'm a really big on my health. Like not being able to sleep enough, things of that nature, like are what start to matter after the bookings. Like it's like when you're in the fire, you understand more. It's like you want to get into the fire, and then when you get into the fire, you're kind of like, damn, this is what I've been wanting all along, or this is what I've been asking for. So it's like, yeah, I get where you're coming from, but it's like you're not able to get where I'm coming from yet currently. It's also me too though. Like I wasn't able to understand where the people were coming from who were saying the same thing to me, like who were like stressing about like, oh man, like they're tired from like bookings, and I'm like, yeah, you know, must be nice, or like, you know, must be nice like to have bookings, like, oh, I don't have bookings, must be nice type of shit. And it's like I understand it now because it is stressful. Like work is still work. Like it's like, oh my god, I wish I had that many bookings. But in reality, I mean, like we probably like we both work hard. Like you could whatever job you work at or wherever you work at currently, you're probably still working hard. You know what I'm saying? So like hard work is still hard work. It's not linear. Like just because the hard work is you working for your own business doesn't mean that it's any less hard or anything than, you know, working, if not owning your own business is harder than, you know, working a regular job. And it's like you don't understand that owning your own business is harder until you're actually in the shoes of a person, or as the person that owns that own business. So it's like, yeah, it makes sense for you to say that. So it's like I understand. Because you're like, yeah, you know, you're like, must be nice. He's complaining about having bookings or having too many people back to back. But I mean, that doesn't stop me from being human, you know, and having like human feelings of like, damn, you know, I don't have time, or human feelings of, oh damn, I don't have enough time for my health, you know, to look after my own health. Like that doesn't take away from that.
But you can't mix them, and I think this is part of what we're saying, which is I can choose to go through life, lucky or unlucky. It's a mode. You can choose to just walk through life.
Casper, bro, what are you doing? What are you doing? What's wrong? What's wrong?
Or you can choose to say, no, I take responsibility that I, in some way, shape, or form, contribute to the situation that I'm in and the feelings that I have. And even though I may not have been able to control the circumstances, I can control my
good?
reaction to those.
You want to lay down?
Did I go off the handle?
What, you want to lay down regularly?
Did I attack somebody personally? Did I attack them versus their behavior? We do that.
You want darkness?
Is one to fix in the most
Is that what you want? Or you want to leave?
You're a liar versus you told me a lie.
I don't know if you want darkness or what. I feel like you think it's too bright in here. He probably about to run away because it's too bright, most likely.
Told me a lie,
yep, he about to run away. It's too bright.
We can actually have a conversation about that.
Go ahead, go ahead.
It's a behavior.
You coming back?
You're a cheat. You cheated. I am not a cheat.
You coming back?
I did cheat. It's not my character.
Are you coming back or you staying?
Remember, everybody thinks they're good. And this is
Alright, I'm gonna zoom this out, make it even, put her in the middle, change this to content aware, double click. It's gonna fill those edges in just for us, you know, on our behalf. Do you use LUTs? Yes. I just purchased a few. Yeah. You talking about like for videos or for photos? For editing your photos? I use LUTs for editing photos and LUTs for editing videos. You're talking about LUTs, right? Like for video, or are you talking about presets for LUTs? For because I also edit with LUTs, but there's LUTs and then there's presets. You can edit with both of them for your photos.
He's brilliant.
But I just want to make sure that you're actually talking about like video LUTs, like the lookup table. But yeah, like I need to talk about videos. I'm hoping you're talking about videos, right?
Play this caricature of
like from you, like the YouTube you're talking about.
You know, that's one of the reasons he's so chilling. He's so good.
I have like my own. I have one custom LUT, like my own LUT that I use. I was selling it, then I took that bit down. I ain't gonna lie.
What did you have to do as an actor?
I wanted to refine it.
And you literally look.
I wanted to find my own, like another one of my own, like another one of my own, like styles type of thing.
You were so good.
Like that unique style that's unique to you. That like they see that and they know like, oh yeah, that's Taxi.
And he looks at the host and goes, he wasn't evil. And this is why he was so
photos in the color lookup. Yeah, okay, yeah, I do, yeah. I did a whole tutorial on that.
Everyone thinks they're on the side of good. Everyone thinks
I just don't do it unless it's like a big client or something. Because it doesn't make sense to do it on like, you know, smaller clients or people who aren't, you know, paying as much. It just doesn't make sense.
Just remember that.
I mean, unless it's like a passion project, I'll definitely do it on passion projects where like, you know, the photo that I wanted to do, like one that I wanted to do, but I'd definitely be using video lookups in the photo table.
Where we no longer seek to criticize because you're evil. That's my judgment. But I seek to understand where you're sourcing that good from. And curiosity is a great way to interact with human beings.
But I don't use them in my everydays, I'm not gonna lie.
Isn't it interesting that we are better?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like your own signature look. Like there's a lot of stuff that you want to share, but then there's like certain things that you kind of want to have near and dear to your heart, like where you don't want like everybody having their shit looking exactly like yours. But then it's like it takes the uniqueness out of you as an artist. Like that is kind of what made you an artist, like, you know.
That is a skill.
It's like you cannot gatekeep while still holding your artistic style to your chest. Like your artistic style, that what makes you unique. Your individual, you know, artistic taste. Because it's still your eye. Like no one's gonna see a thing how you see it, no matter how much you try to teach them. Like they're still not gonna view it the same.
My friend Rick, who's sort of this remarkable entrepreneur monk, not literally, but he's just one of the coolest sort of advice givers I know. I was talking to him about loneliness, and I asked him point blank, do you ever get lonely? Do you ever feel lonely? And he smiled and said, no, I'm always with myself. He's cultivated such a beautiful relationship with himself.
And he said, do you ever get lonely? Bruh said, no, I'm always with myself.
Do you know Dry Creek Dwayne?
Bruh said, how do I get lonely if I'm always with myself? That's actually tough.
Big beard.
Bruh said, I can't get lonely, I'm always with myself.
Between his fingers. And I had him on the show. We went the back end of last show, and we were talking about something not too dissimilar. And he said, I like me.
I don't like
I'd buy
that.
me a beer. It's just such a simple way
I love that.
to put across, I'd buy me a beer. And it took a long time. You know, he's in his 60s now.
Yeah.
And it took him a long time to cultivate in himself the sort of person he would want to be friends with.
Yeah.
And if you're the kind of person who regularly makes promises and doesn't keep them to you,
Yeah.
if you're the sort of person who places the opinions of others over the opinion of yourself, you're an untrustworthy ally.
You're a bad friend.
To yourself.
You're a bad friend.
Yes.
You're a bad friend.
You're a bad self.
You're a bad friend. And I love that. If we say this is a beautiful, let's take that definition of self. You know, let's add it to my definitions of two people who agree to grow together. I am one person who agrees to grow with myself.
Forever, bro.
I think that is beautiful.
Do I think that I'm helping me?
Do I think that I'm helping me? And grace is something that we don't talk about. To give yourself grace, you know. That it's
Girl, you low key is a little bit, girl. Like,
lonely. It's okay to be angry. It's okay to have any feeling that you're having. You know, like just allow feelings to happen. Like things happen in the world. We have emotional responses. It's okay. Like you only have to really ask for help or think you're unhealthy if you get stuck in one of those feelings for too long. But if you're generally having feelings, and here's the best one. I learned this during lockdown. You can actually have two conflicting feelings simultaneously. So for example, when like I can't get out of my entrepreneurial self, like it's in my DNA, and you know, as an entrepreneur and as a creative person, my happy place is chaos, because creativity is finding order in chaos, and in order for me to be creative, I gotta have a little chaos, whether it's imposed upon me or I stir the pot myself, right? So when we went into lockdown and it destroyed my business, I mean it blew it up, I was having a blast. I was having so much fun.
Lots of problems to face.
Oh my god, I had to reinvent the whole business from scratch. I mean, literally, I was like, I I was very embarrassed because there was death and there was uncertainty and there was pain all around me. And I kept it to myself because but at the same time, I realized I can have two feelings. I can be sad, and I can mourn, and I can have fun simultaneously. And so I think sometimes we get embarrassed when we feel that we're having if I'm right now, life's great, and my friend is really struggling. I'm embarrassed that I'm good when they're bad. No, I can be empathetic and be sit in the mud with them and be like, this is awful. Oh my God. And if they say, how are you? I'm like, I'm great. I don't have to say, well, it's okay. We can have both. I can be upset about the world. I can be frustrated and uncertain, and I can be excited and clear all at the same time. And I think that's what we forget, which is as emotional animals, the one thing that we can all agree on about emotions is they're messy. Sometimes they fire at the wrong time for the wrong reasons. Sometimes we have an emotion that doesn't quite match the situation. Sometimes we overdo it, sometimes we underdo it. Multiple emotions simultaneously. Human beings are messy. That's part of what makes life fun. It's like somebody just gave you a big ball of twisted up string and said, okay, the job for your life is to do your best job untangling this. And people who go through life and just allow life to happen to them, they just walk around holding the ball of string going, I don't even know where to start. This is too difficult. This is a twisted knot. This is a mess. What do you want me to do with this? This is unusable. Ugh. Or there are some people who are like, all right, well, this is a freaking mess, but I'll start somewhere. This looks like it has promise. Oh, it didn't. All right, I'll try something else. And they're just spending their life trying to untangle the ball of string. And if you just get a little bit of it untangled, not only does it give you confidence that you can get more entangled, but you serve as an inspiration to your friend. Wow, you really are a different version of when I met you a bunch of years ago.
Yeah.
That's because I'm busy working on this tangled ball of string. I can help you with yours. It's probably not the same as mine, but I can show you some of the things that I tried, and maybe they'll work for you. Let's have a look.
I wanted to give you read an essay that I wrote last week.
Yo, good morning.
It might be interesting to you, and it relates to something we've been talking about so far. Lots of people that consume work like yours, listen to shows like this, many of them would identify as something like an insecure overachiever, I think. Somebody that's very introspective, they ruminate, they like to improve themselves, they're growth-minded, they're upward aiming, and I think they sometimes focus on working hard. Almost a Puritan work ethic would be the way that they approach life. So there's a famous Viktor Frankl quote, when a man can't find a deep sense of meaning, they distract themselves with pleasure. Frankl is arguing that a lack of meaning causes people to seek temporary relief in superficial pursuits rather than addressing the underlying existential void. Perhaps for many, maybe even most people, this is a big issue. But there is another group who suffer with the opposite problem, Frankl's inverse law. When a man can't find a deep sense of pleasure, they distract themselves with meaning. If ease, grace, joy, and playfulness don't come easily to you, one solution is to just ignore moment-to-moment happiness entirely and always pursue hard things. You become a world champion at winning the marshmallow test. You convince yourself that delayed gratification...
When you hit save, it'll load right back into Lightroom. So now you hit save, and it's going to load that thing right back into Lightroom.
Prioritize meaning over happiness because happiness doesn't come easily to you. As my friend Bill Perkins says, delayed gratification in the extreme results in no gratification. Or Alan Watts, if we are unduly absorbed in improving our lives, we may forget altogether to live them. Everyone is taught that on the other side of discomfort is something valuable. We're told that worthwhile things are difficult to attain because if they weren't difficult to attain, they wouldn't be worthwhile. This is how non-valuable but difficult things get slipped into our desires without us noticing. Some people are hyper-responders to this instruction and go on to become workaholics and insecure overachievers. From the outside, this looks like you've transcended the shallow need for pleasure, but in reality, it's just cope to avoid facing the fact that you struggle to feel joy. So instead, you perpetually promise yourself that happiness might finally come tomorrow. But, like running toward the horizon, tomorrow never arrives. Congratulations, you've managed to subjugate your joy as a tribute to your work. Do not confuse humorless and fun-lacking seriousness with being sophisticated and caring about your pursuit. Thoreau says, the price of anything is the amount of life that you exchange for it, and by this logic, many of us are paying into a bank account that we never withdraw from. I think with this, Olympic champion, the LeBron James of winning the marshmallow test. I wonder how many people are bypassing more simple day-to-day joy because it feels, originally it was hard for them to access, and now it feels flimsy, unsophisticated. I should be aiming for something higher than this. And I wonder how many people can be fulfilled with much simpler pleasures than the ones that they're pursuing delayed gratification to try and achieve.
Yeah, I think it's very well said and very well written. Look, I think both are true, right? At the end of the day, and you and I were talking about this off camera before we started, which is there's a paradox to being human, which is, and this is where Maslow and his hierarchy of needs, Maslow got it wrong.
All right, let's lock in. Do a workout real quick. Oh, we gotta do a workout real quick. We gotta do a workout. All right, let's do it.
Shelter. And we need food and shelter first.
Let's do it.
The third level up is relationship.
One shot of coffee.
But he's wrong. Because Maslow made the classic mistake.
And back that bit with some chaser, some water.
Every day. We are both individuals and members of groups. Every day.
I'm geek.
Choices. Do I put myself first?
All right, let's get a quick little workout in.
First and sacrifice myself.
Ah.
What you're supposed to do. The answer is you're both correct and you're both wrong. It's a paradox. Because we have to be ourselves and pursue our own purpose, but we're also supposed to be social animals and contribute to the society, the family, the team that we're a part of. Go. And you're saying the same thing here, which is, and this is where Maslow got it wrong. He only thought about us as individuals. Right? As an individual on a desert island, you're right. Food, shelter comes first. Relationships, I'll deal with it later. But can you imagine living a whole life for self-actualization? How lonely. About shared actualization. I've never heard of anybody dying because they were I've never heard of anybody dying by suicide because they were hungry. I've heard of people dying by suicide because they were lonely. So that means relationships as a member of a group is more important than food and shelter. If you consider us members of groups, not just individuals. And it's both. And I think you're saying the same thing here. It's not a debate of do I put happiness ahead of purpose or purpose ahead of happiness. The answer is it's both. And it's messy and sometimes competitive. But there's entire camps. You have on the extreme the hedonists that say no, happiness in the moment, purpose be damned, we're all gonna die. And on the other end you're like, no, longevity, purpose, what's it all mean at the expense? And the answer is yes and. It's both. And I think this is where we've made this mistake. We keep doing this in our lives. We make complex arguments binary, and then we choose one. And we attempt to build lives around one pillar, when the reality is it's both. And sometimes it'll be in balance, and sometimes it'll be out of balance. And I think to let go, I think the way you construct it is right. You have the insecure high performer, but you also have the insecure low performer, right? And the question is, okay, so what is the secure high performer? And I would argue that the secure high performer is not following the game plan that these people are following of grow, retreats, off to Costa Rica again, read every book.
Back to 30 minutes again. Let's go back. Let's get it right.
Wake up at 5 o'clock in the morning, cold plunge.
Back to the 30-minute. Back to the 30-minute grind.
They do some of that.
Back to that 30-minute grind.
They all have great relationships.
All right. Shot of water.
To how they show up for their friends, as they do to which supplements they take, how many hours of sleep they're getting, whether they're cold plunging or not, or what their exercise.
Back at it.
I wish they would
30 minutes starting now.
To the kind of part.
30 minutes timer starting again. Let's do it. This is called chunking, you guys. This is called chunking.
Every single day. And they have senses of humor. And they're okay with being underachievers. Right? And I think you're right. You talked about gratitude. Gratitude is a big part of it. Right? Which is to just be grateful for what you have. Like, what if everybody's chasing some sort of finish line. But what if you, just today, just made the decision, because they're all decisions. I've already won. I've already won. That's it. I'm alive. I've got one good friend. I've got I'm sure every one of us can find something in our lives that we like. I got a great score in my video game yesterday. Really happy about that. Like, it can be something stupid and mundane, but something that you're a little bit proud of, even if it's a little bit embarrassing. Like, I like that pair of jeans, right? Went on a good date. Whatever it is, right? Things are okay. And this idea of already thinking of yourself as having won the game and the rest of life is simply, it's all after the finish line. It's anything you want to do after the finish line. Go have a good time. And somebody gave me that advice. My friend Rick. He said, "What if you just decided you won already?" And I was like, "Oh my God, everything's great." You know?
A quick aside, if you haven't been feeling as sharp or energized as you'd like, getting your blood work done is the best place to start, which is why I partnered with Function. They run lab tests twice a year that monitor over 100 biomarkers. They've got a team of expert physicians.
Yeah, I'm about to remove her thumb and what?
Dashboard and give you insights and actionable
I just feel like it didn't go.
to improve your health
I feel like the thumb made everything look bad.
They
There you
track
go.
everything from your heart health to your hormone levels, your thyroid function, and nutrient deficiencies. They even screen for 50 types of cancer at stage 1, which is 5 times more data than you get from an annual physical. Getting your blood work drawn and analyzed like this would usually cost thousands, but with Function it is only $499, and for the first 1,000 Modern Wisdom listeners, you get another $100 off, making it $399. So you can go to the link in the description below or head to functionhealth.com/modernwisdom. That's functionhealth.com.
Her tattoo says "Trust no one." Wow, good to know. Brush.
This idea of what does it mean to be a success? I went through this recently, where I think one of the reasons I tend to find peace in things is I'm not competing with anybody else but myself. There's always somebody smarter. There's always somebody who's sold more books. You know, it's always somebody, like, you read that statement, and I sat here and went, "Wow, that is beautiful. Wow, that is great. That is," I didn't think, "Oh, I should have come up with that. Oh my God, he said it better than me. I have to be the one that comes with this." No, that was freaking gorgeous. Thank you for sharing. Wow, right? Like, but by thinking of myself, I have saying already won. I'm not in competition with you in what you've written. If I think that I haven't won yet, then I sit here and seethe. Maybe
Am I bored? Yeah.
And so I had this. It was a disagreement with somebody recently where our team missed a goal. Pretty significant. It's okay, right? Like, I think goals are important, like mile markers are important, but they're not the end all be all. It's not the end of the game. Just measurement of speed and distance.
And it made you watch it, right?
We had a 5-year plan. We missed the first year goal.
I baited you, right? And it made you watch it, right? I spelled scenes wrong, and you watched the video, right?
Change the 2nd year goal. Make it lower.
Right,
So
right. Does that mean? Does that mean it worked?
She said because we're not going to hit the 2nd year goal.
Does that mean the method worked?
But if we change the 2nd year goal, that means you change.
Because you commenting that just proved me right.
How about we just work harder, be more creative, and find new ways?
Oh yeah, Adrian. Oh yeah.
No, we're not changing the goal. Why would you
Pull up,
change it?
hop out at the after party.
Because I don't.
Now I ain't gonna lie, I had spelled scenes right the first time. It got like 100 views, and then I spelled scenes wrong, and then it got 500 views. And I'm like, okay, is that why people are watching it?
That most of my life is a failure. And what I mean by that,
I was told that was a hook, like intentionally doing something incorrectly was a hook. That's what I was told. So I tried it out.
I want to do things in the world that I don't know how to do them.
And it's crazy how like it was like a whole day went by and the video didn't have like 100 views in like a day, and I was like, bro, that's insane. And I was like, all right, let's try some rage baiting.
And a couple
And it's crazy. The moment you rage bait, everything just works out apparently. But did you like the video though? Overall, was it a good video though?
Meaning, I'm comfortable falling short.
You think it was a good video, Adrian?
And I would rather.
Did you watch it or no? Or you just looked at the title?
And consider myself a failure. Then lower the goals to the level which I can accomplish all of them, just so I can feel like I'm a success. And it's less about the goal setting.
No, you didn't watch it. Okay,
It's
never
more
mind
about
then.
the mindset of being okay being the failure. Because what it does is it frees you to imagine bigger, take risks like you never imagined you could before, because failure is not the thing you're afraid of.
It's crazy. It took 600 like almost 600 views for someone to say something
You know, that
about it being spelled
mindset,
wrong.
anybody who's
That also
thinking
shows you that
this
people
thing,
probably just don't pay attention for real.
Given over 90% chance of failure, why would you?
They probably don't pay attention for real, and they probably don't care enough to
Because
say
their
anything.
vision is bigger, their ambition is bigger than their skills or their accomplishments. And if you're okay with that, you actually have a good time. And so, I've been through it.
Now that's crazy though that you saw that you said something out of the almost 600 views that video has. Somebody could have said something.
And now I'm just cool with it. And like, and it's not.
Bro, I think
modesty
Casper's
or-
just bored,
it's a-
bro.
it's a
Casper's just
hack.
bored.
It's a mental little trick. Like even like I'm trying something new at work, and I said to the team, this could be a wild success or a total failure, I don't know, but let's have a blast and find out which one. Now you and I sitting listening to this going, well, that seems like a pretty good mentality for the success side. Having fun, yeah. Low stress. And by the way, it absolutely might fail. But the team is like, all right, well, it's on us. And we're all taking a bet on ourselves. Not each other. Like, yeah, well,
Pull
each other,
up,
but,
hop
like,
out
the
at
point is
the
we all see
after
ourselves as
party.
contributors.
You and all
it
your
goes back
friends,
to
and
right
you
back
love
to
to
what we
get
said before,
naughty.
which is, do you want to be a victim and wait things to happen, or do you want to be a contributor? And if it fails, be like, oh, we screwed that up. And I think so much of this is mindset. So much of this is mindset. I just watched the thing yesterday. It's so funny how things show up at the right time, right? I just watched the thing yesterday where a guy compared the top 5 tennis players. Do you know about this? Compared the top 5 tennis players from the top 25 tennis players. So what makes the top 5 so much better than all the others? And he goes through the list. Is it their diet? Is it their coaching? Is it their work ethic? No, they all have that, right? And he literally goes through all the lists of what it could be, and it's none of those things. The one thing that the top 5 have that the others don't is that when they score a point, they go, that's fun, I love this game. I love this game. When they miss a point, they go like, oh, I missed that one, but wait till you see what I do in the next one. And there's sort of a joy and love of what they're doing. And the success or failure, their mindset in the moment. And what he found is that when they have that sort of joy, oh, I love this game when it goes well. Don't worry, you'll get the next one. Their heart rate goes down. And if you keep adding all up those little, so when you have your heart rate goes down, you have more, you preserve energy, you're more relaxed. For 1 point or 2 points, it means nothing. But if you now go to the end of the match, all those little things you've now stored up, you have way more energy at the end, and you're way more relaxed to play each point. And that's life. I think it's a great metaphor, which is all of this is infinite. It's all 1% better. It's all the British cycling team that James Clear writes about. You know, that just this stupid little thing, but that by itself means nothing. And I'll give you an example, right? Go back to relationships. Like, how do you find love? Like, how do you get someone to love you? Do you buy them flowers on Valentine's Day and make sure to get them a cake on their birthday? Sure, those things are nice. Won't make them love you. It's the millions of innocuous little things that by themselves do nothing. That when you wake up in the morning, you say good morning before you check your phone. That when you go to the fridge to get a drink, you're like, hey babe, you want a drink? And you bring them one. Or you write them a little card for no reason than to say, hey, I wrote this card just to tell you thank you, I'm glad you're in my life. By themselves, each one of those things does very, very little. But if you add them up over time, someone will fall in love with you. And the same thing will happen to you. And this is the great thing about love, is you never know when it happens. It's not like if you do these things on this date at this time, love is the reaction. You just, I don't know, it happens. At some point, nobody ever sees it coming. Now treat joy and life that way. There's no date. There's no back plan. You have to trust. It's like exercise, right? Which if you say, Simon, I want to get into shape, can you teach me how? Like, absolutely I can. I want you to work out every single day for 20 minutes. You're gonna have to do upper body, lower body, core. You're gonna have to do all these things. Well, where should I start? Yes, doesn't matter. Pick one, whatever one you want to do. But eventually you're gonna have to do them all, and you have to work out every day for 20 minutes. Well, can I take a day off because I'm tired? Yes. How many days can I take off? I don't know, but not too many. 100% of the time, you will get into shape. Everybody will. Some people a little sooner, some people a little later. Simon, what's the date and time that I will be in shape? I don't know, and neither does any doctor, but you trust the process. We all know that at 20 minutes every day, 100% of people will have 100% success. How many things in life can you say that about? Well, I think that living our lives and finding joy is exactly the same. Which is, if you can trust the process of little things, that the big retreat and the big this and the big that and the moving across the country, those things are good. Those things are helpful. That's called intensity. Like going to the dentist twice a year is intensity. But if that's all you do, all your teeth will fall out. It's the consistency of brushing your teeth every day, that even though brushing your teeth once does nothing, if you do it every single day, it works. And so yes, go on the retreats, have fun, but those aren't the things. It's the consistency. And I think that's where we miss out.
The original name for this podcast, when I was brainstorming, was Crushing a Tuesday. Glad that I went with Modern Wisdom. But Crushing a Tuesday is an idea from Tim, and he says, your life is made up of ordinary Tuesdays. So your goal should be to construct your life in a manner that an ordinary Tuesday gets crushed. That you do well, that it moves you in the right direction, that you enjoy it, that it's positively rewarding. It's like, oh, what a cool idea. That life is made up of very normal Tuesdays.
I don't know the concept that he talks about, but the way you describe it, I would actually push back a little bit.
Why?
What if you don't crush the Tuesday? What if you sit and watch TV all day and get nothing done? Are you a failure? Have you not crushed Tuesday? Should you be depressed and do double effort on Wednesday? Or maybe watching TV all day and being a vegetable is crushing Tuesday.
Yeah.
So that's the problem with words like crushing Tuesday, which is it doubles down on achievement. It doubles down on productivity. And I learned this. This goes back many years, and I would wake up on a Sunday, pretty early, just when I woke up, and then I would sit in bed and do I have no idea what until noon. And the guilt, and then somebody would be like, what? I'd see somebody in the afternoon like, so how's your day? What'd you do today? Because it's 3 o'clock in the afternoon, right? And I'd be like, and I had this tremendous shame that I sat in bed until noon. And this went on for a while. And I thought myself lazy, and I would do stupid stuff. Yeah, I'd read the newspaper a little bit, but I'd play games. Maybe go get a cup of coffee, come back into bed, And then I realized it's my Sunday. I can do whatever the hell I want with my Sunday. I love sitting in bed till noon on a Sunday. And if somebody's like, what'd you do today? I'm like, I sat in bed till noon. What'd you do? Don't remember, don't know, couldn't tell you, nothing worthwhile. And it's just what gave me the relaxation and recharge my batteries was not sitting in bed until noon. What gave me relaxation and recharge my batteries was liking that I sat in bed until
not being intention against them. Yeah. Well, that's crushing a Sunday,
Again, but this is the problem with our vernacular in the modern day, which is these words remind us. Crush. These are achievement words. Grind, hustle. Yeah. And that's the problem. The words matter. How about love a Tuesday?
Winning a Tuesday.
No.
No? Loving a Tuesday.
Enjoy a Tuesday. Love a Tuesday. Have a Tuesday. Survive Tuesday. Get through Tuesday. Right? Like winning, like all of these binary win-loss, crush, fail, that's the problem, is the binary. We're going right back to that problem again of those constructions that you talked about in your eloquent essay. It's not binary. It's messy.
I wanted to just loop back a little there to people's sense of confidence in their own word. You mentioned before, we're often able to give advice to other people that we struggle to give to ourselves.
Yep.
We are able to show up, be sympathetic, empathetic, understanding, patient for other people in a manner that we can't to us. I'm interested in how we can learn to be more at ease with these slower days, how to give ourselves a little bit of a break when we know that you probably do need to have a Sunday when you stay in bed for a little while. There is this Puritan work ethic, guilt, that comes through. For the people who are perennial hard chargers, how would you advise them to just relinquish a little?
I think of everything in terms of cost, right? And like I always say, what's the cost of this? Always. So what is the cost of being a high achiever? What is the cost of working constantly? What is the cost of putting all that pressure on yourself? Just weigh the cost. My relationships struggle. I beat myself up. Sometimes I can't sleep because my brain doesn't shut off. Just be really honest about the costs of all of that. I don't know how to relax. Okay, that's the cost. Now, maybe you've earned some of it to go the other way. So maybe you've earned the right to lie in bed till noon just cause. And if you need to make it an equation, I earned this. You use the analogy of deposits and withdrawals. Like you've made so many deposits, you can withdraw a little me time. You've earned this, right? It's like think of it if you were a leader and one of your teammates works all weekend voluntarily to get a project done on time, right? You're gonna say thank you. You're gonna be like, great job, we couldn't have done this without you. And then you're gonna say, if you're a good leader,
Take Monday off.
why don't you take Monday or Tuesday off to get your weekend back? You've earned it. I'm not asking you to pay a cost that I'm not willing to compensate you for. You gave me 2 days, I'll give you 2 days. It may not be consecutively, but I'll give you back your weekend. Thank you. That gesture will make somebody feel seen and heard, and they will give you many weekends knowing that you're willing to keep the equation balanced. If you never give them their time back and now they're just working 7 days a week, they will either burn out or they will quit. So if we know that another person will burn out or quit if they maintain that pace without grace, then how come, and it goes right back to yourself, managing yourself, lead yourself. You gotta give yourself that time off because that's the deal you make. If you're the friend to yourself and if you lead yourself, that's what you do for somebody else. That's what you, well, I'm not other people and I have, no, you are. You might have a little more grit than somebody else, but you don't have endless amounts of it.
Before we continue, you've probably heard me talk about Element before, and that's because, frankly, depended on it. For the last 3 years, I've started every morning with Element. Element contains a science-backed electrolyte ratio of sodium, potassium, and magnesium with no sugar, no gluten or artificial ingredients or any other BS. It plays a huge role in reducing muscle cramps and fatigue while optimizing brain health, regulating appetite, and curbing cravings. That's why it's used by everyone.
Sorry, y'all, I'm texting a client, bro.
Like Israel, Olympic athletes, and FBI sniper teams. And this orange flavor in a cold glass of water tastes like a beautiful, salty, sweet orangey nectar, and there's a no questions asked refund policy, and you don't even need to return the box if you don't like it. That's how confident they are that you'll love it. Plus, they offer free shipping in the US, and you get a free sample pack of all 8 flavors with your first purchase by going to the link in the description below or heading to drinklmnt.com/modernwisdom. That's drinklmnt.com/modernwisdom. When it comes to the purpose and meaning point, how do you advise people to manage the transition if a why that previously motivated them and fulfilled them starts to fall away? You mentioned yourself, there's this sort of sense of shame, guilt, of concern, wistfulness, I would imagine. This used to be my thing. And now you're telling me that the thing that gave me loads of positive reinforcement isn't my thing anymore. And I have to go and find a new thing? That sounds pretty terrifying. So how do people who have lost fulfillment in their why cope with that transition?
Very simple answer. That was never their why to begin with. People confuse goals with purpose. It happens all the time. You see it in company vision statements. To be the best. That's not a vision. That's a goal. By the way, based on what metric that you chose. Right? So sometimes we have goals that drive us, and they're exciting. But then what? And you see this very often with high achievers. So let's take extreme examples, right? Olympic athletes. It's just an extreme example. They're very goal-oriented, and they've confused their goal with their purpose. My purpose.
Yeah, okay, these are done. My client just texted me, so I was like texting back and forth, bro.
There's no medal for winning.
I gotta export these real quick.
But that's how they all talk in the Olympics, right? And
not me scrolling and realizing, hey, that's a big hit. Oh, hey, girl.
All of their relationships.
I'm doing good.
I'm doing good. Thanksgiving, I miss birthdays. I miss
Oh, man. All right.
Because I'm disciplined.
Bro, I'm like literally waiting for a response.
Let's give them the success. They win a gold medal in the Olympics. And now they're too old to compete. Their bodies are broken, whatever it is. Now what? Now what? And what you find, like, Andre Agassi becomes the most storied tennis player in all time. What happens right after he retires? Depression. Michael Phelps becomes the most medaled Olympian in history. What happens right after he retires? Depression. You know? My friend who her entire goal of her entire life from Fargo, North Dakota was to be on Broadway and become a New York City Rockette. She achieved both those things. She became a New York City Rockette and she became a performer on Broadway. What happened right afterwards when she retired?
Oh man, I gotta lock in with this client. Hold on, y'all.
A goal with purpose. A goal is one of the ways, even if it's extreme, one of the ways in which we are looking to advance our purpose. But a purpose is immutable. A purpose does not change. Your purpose is fully formed by the time you're in your mid to late teens. Who you are is fully formed by the time you're in your mid to late teens, and the rest of your life is looking for opportunities to bring that cause to life. Right? Very common, and particularly in high achievers. And they confuse their jobs with their purpose, with their identity, right? So you see these high flyers who literally are afraid of not working, because who am I if I'm not doing this thing? And they've forgotten that the thing you're doing is just one of the ways you can bring your purpose to life. So my why, my purpose, is not to write books. My why is not to achieve some goal, some TED talk over which I have no control. My why is to inspire people to do the things that inspire them. That's why I get out of bed in the morning. That is permanent for the rest of my life till the day I die. Now, what are the opportunities that I can do that? Some of them big, some of them small.
How do you get your white balance right? Every studio that my studio, I have a style. That's the best way I can explain it to you guys. The style that my particular style I use a set white balance. I use one white balance no matter what studio I'm in, because I found out what's best for me to use with my lighting. So your white balance kind of is going to go based off of your lighting and your setting and type of paper and like the location you're in. But you can set your custom white balance. You got to just play around with it, bro, for real. Like if you want to if you want a white balance that is sufficient for whatever setting you're in, a studio or whatever, take a picture and set your white balance, right? Take a picture of a gray card, your lens cap, whatever, and set your white balance. But if you want to have a stylistic choice for yourself, then play around with the white balance and take different photos and see which one kind of fits your needs. So I have a white balance particularly that fits my needs that I use, that looks good in my lighting setting, in my studio. You get what I'm saying? Like for the lights that I use and how many lights I use, it works best for me. So you kind of got to like play around with it. I would shoot auto white balance till you see what white balance fits best, because if you shoot, at least also though, if you shoot raw, you can always change it in post until you get good at selecting your white balance. So if you're not really knowing what you're doing, definitely use auto white balance and try to find out like how to, set your white balance, stuff like that. Find that white balance in the studio. Because I use 5500, so I use 5500 Kelvin. That's what I use. But that's what works for me then again. Like that's not probably what's going to work for everybody, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, and then if I ever if I'm outside and I can't control a lighting scenario or wherever I'm at, then is when I will use then is when I'll use auto white balance, and I'll use auto white balance as a cheat sheet. So when I use auto white balance, I'll look back at the information on the photo that I use and see what white balance it put it at.
Say I can't do it. I'm technically in breach of contract, which means I'm going to have to return the advance. I'm going to have to make a public statement. I've been telling everybody I'm writing a new book, and I'm going to have to say, it's not coming, so I'll be publicly humiliated for a short period of time. People are like, what do you mean? You're like, we've been looking forward to it. Why can't you do it, right? So I'm going to be publicly humiliated. I'm going to have to tell my friends I can't do it, so I'm going to be privately humiliated. I'm going to hate myself for a while. I'm going to regret it, and I'll get over it. I literally went through the checklist. All the things I'm going to have to do and prepare myself for. Not sure why I did.
All right, I got to re-edit something for a client. Crazy part about it. Let me go ahead and write that down.
I don't even think I said hello.
Re-edit. That's the only thing about videography, bro. Like when it comes to video, bro, you're gonna have a revision. You're gonna have somebody that doesn't like something that you do that you have to redo now. Like you're gonna like that's a guaranteed problem for you to have. Like literally, it's almost guaranteed for you to have that problem.
It wasn't like a kill Hitler mission where you're all gonna die but you'll kill Hitler. This is like you're all gonna die and the mission will fail. Like it was just a pointless suicide mission, right? All the intel was compelling. And so he and his wingman, they're prepping their helicopter, getting ready to go on this ridiculous, stupid mission. And his wingman turns to him and says, what do we do? We've got wives, we've got kids. This is literally a suicide mission. Like, do we refuse to go? What do we do? And my friend said to his wingman, no, this is what we signed up for. We go. And what he was saying is, we go together. Obviously, cooler heads prevailed and the mission was scrubbed. And so he says to me, is this book more or less powerful than Start With Why? I said, the research that I'm doing has impacted me more than Start With Why. He goes, okay, I'm going to tell you a funny little story. Because before I met you, I became disillusioned with the Air Force. I didn't want to be in it anymore and I was going to leave. And I found this kooky little book called Start With Why, and it completely inspired me. It made me a better leader, and I stayed in the Air Force, and I am so glad I did because I'm better than I was before. And if you're telling me that this book is more powerful than the first one, he goes, you have to finish it. He goes, this is what you signed up for. You do it. And what he was saying is, and I will be here with you. He made me feel not alone, but he also reminded me that it wasn't about the book. The book was contributing to something.
What's up?
Which is, I agreed that I would commit myself to a life where I would work tirelessly to inspire people to do the things that inspire them. And if this is one of the things that I know will work,
we're live on the tube skis, man.
The sacrifice is worth it.
We live on the tube skis.
I wasn't alone anymore. I now had somebody I could call and be like, I can't do this. And he's like, come on, I gotcha. And this is the thing that I learned about folks in the military, which is our friends give us advice. Like, you got this. Yeah, you go. Which is basically like saying, up you go. In the military, it's things like, we go. Even though I have to do the work, we go. I had another experience in the military where I was standing on the stage presenting to a bunch of officers, senior officers, generals or colonels, and I was telling a story that was really difficult, and I started to well up. And I'm starting to tell myself, should I just skip over this? I could easily I was stuck.
How do you use the future? Wait, what? How do you see the future of photography? I made a YouTube video on that exact thing.
This was in the private sector.
You look familiar, child. Nah, but I made a video literally on that, like on AI. I made a literal video on that, like AI stealing photographers' job. It's on YouTube. I'm only saying that because like my response is about to be very long-winded, and as you can see, I have a timer set that I gotta that I have to live by. Trying to get some stuff done, but I made a whole video explaining that, and you can also join the Discord for the free ski, bro. The link's in my bio, or you can come join the YouTube live, and I'll send you the link directly. But the Discord, bro, there's like 1,000. There's 1,000 other photographers in there, and we talk in there daily. We help each other out daily. We talk about stuff like that. We also talk about implementing AI into your photography, finding out how to help, it streamline your workflow with, talking to your clients, making contracts, invoicing, stuff like that to make your life easier, because you can't run away from what's coming. So you can't run away from AI because it's already here. So just find out how to implement it. The person who is going to lose is going to be the late adapter. But the person who's going to win is going to be the early adapter. So if you can adapt to AI early, then you won't be left behind.
Go out in a group.
And my timer's up.
We're fine. We are social animals.
Yep.
And we spend so much time over-indexing on individual accomplishment, individual achievement, and individual happiness, and individual.
All right, we gotta do a workout. Hold on.
We've just overdone it.
All right.
That we forget. The hack is together. Friendship is the ultimate biohack. And if you want to.
All right, man, let's do it. Y'all ready? One shot of coffee.
Commit yourself to a life of service to help somebody who's struggling with
One shot of water.
and instead of
And let's get it done. Workout done.
overcommit yourself to helping them find whatever it is that you're
Yeah, I'm live on
no
YouTube.
selfish intent whatsoever.
We're live on YouTube right now, gang.
Talking about groups, reflecting on the.
We live on the tube skis. Y'all can see that bit. We live on YouTube skis and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Given that was a wild day.
But every 30 minutes I do a workout, so I'm doing it. It's my productivity hack is called chunking. So every 30 minutes I have to get up, move my body a little bit so that I can keep working for longer times. I can't work as long for periods, but definitely editing right now. We're live on YouTube. Tap into the YouTube. It's Taxi PNG. It's literally right there. Y'all see it live on YouTube. I probably need to make that sign bigger, and I might need to put that sign 30 times so that way y'all could like read that bit. You know what I'm saying? Because if I'm live on here, I'm also live on YouTube. Type shit. All right, let me get this workout out of the way, bro. Let's do it. And we listen to that morning motivation, man. We listen to Modern Wisdom right now. They're helping us get through the morning. We woke up early today. We went to sleep at 2. We got up at 6. Hardest working human, bro. How bad do you want it? Oh, hoodies are available too, by the way, y'all. I want to see one of them. This is just one of the designs, but there's multiple designs. But this is one of the designs. But this is this is my favorite design. This is the hardest working human design. You know what I'm saying? Be the hardest working human. Shit of that nature. I'm printing out orders this week. I gotta go pick up the blanks, but let's get into it. Oh, hold on.
Gen Z are an activist.
Let me see.
Generation.
All right, let's lock in.
They strike.
Oh.
They protest. They speak out. They vote. They run for office. We're having all these young kids running for office. You know, these 25-year-olds running for office. And they're much more action oriented for the things that are scaring them or bothering them on all sides of the political aisles. And I think that's a good thing. They're taking accountability, whether we disagree with how they're doing it. That's debatable. That's fine. But they're making sacrifices and they're putting themselves out there, which I think is great. The technology addiction is still a thing, but I think it's a thing for all of us.
Locking in.
I think it's pronounced when kids grow up with it because they don't know any different. And again, it's not their fault. It's parents. Parents who give unfettered access to a device when a child is young, they're setting themselves up for some real challenges later. I think there's lots of data now. When I was first talking about it with millennials, it sounded like sort of whiny, Luddite adults. But now Jonathan Haidt has written about it extensively, and there's lots and lots of data on it now. And we all know what dopamine is. We all know what a dopamine addiction is. We all know that the social media companies are hijacking our dopamine system. We all know it. It's like common knowledge now, right? So I think the awareness.
Well, last one. Hold on.
But the advice is the same.
We're about to get right back to it.
I think what Gen Z is struggling with more than probably millennials is the loneliness question. And I think partially because of technology and isolation, and because I can have a friend online, and now the rise of AI friends, that's going to be a whole new thing. But I'm going to double down on what I've said before, which is if we can find ways to help them make friends. And I'm meeting young people who are still in college, or just graduating high school or college, and the thing that they're reporting is they really struggle to make friends when they were in college. But again, they're an activist generation.
Oh, okay.
So, like there's at least
back
one
to it.
Alright,
let's get back right.
She started a company called Peerspace.
Shot of water.
Disclosure, I met Alex and I fell in love with her.
Start the timer.
I advised her and made a small investment, so just for full disclosure. But basically she started a company to help young people make friends.
Let's get back into it.
And the way she does it is by in-person events. And she's very open.
Timer starting again.
She started an app that she wants people to spend less and less time on her app, which is like, you tell that to an investor that it's horrible. So I think I'm hopeful. I'm hopeful because they are so attentive. I'm hopeful for the future because of this young generation.
What are the mistakes of older generations that millennials should?
Oh man.
So the doubling down on rugged individualism. One.
Oh, have a great day.
The concept.
Conquer that bid. Don't let nobody tell you what you can and can't do.
Benefit of an investor, whether it's a public market.
Go conquer the day, man. Go conquer the day.
Business exists to give something.
All right, we got a second client we got to do right now, y'all. I'm about to send out those photos right now.
Whatever it is, it doesn't matter. And if you do that, the investor.
Yeah, I'm about to send those photos out right now.
Build a company for an investor.
Let me see.
Build a company for a customer, and you make the employees love.
There we
the
go.
mission they're on to serve those customers. I hope they undo that ridiculous mentality that is pervasive in
Got
business
it,
today.
bet. I'm about to create this
Some of the things that they
for her to send this out to her.
One is crazy, and
Let me see.
see how we built incentive structures that are all about individual
Brandy.
achievement, not about team or group achievement.
I think her birthday's in like 2 days, so
I don't want them to.
she's about to get them.
They have an opportunity to
Brandy
business is
birthday.
Not business always. Capitalism, as Adam Smith
Photo
imagined
edits. Wait.
when he wrote about it, The Wealth of Nations, wasn't what we have now. He was customer focused. He was employee focused. And it was Jack Welch, the CEO of GE back in the 80s and 90s. And the
Oh, I named her thing the wrong thing. I named it photo edits, but I meant because I named her last shoot photo edits.
I wonder what an infinite game looks like in a modern culture that's obsessed with instant gratification and metrics.
Yeah, well, you just said it. An infinite game is literally letting go of the instant gratification. You can enjoy it, you can appreciate it, but it's just one dot on a journey. You know, it's just one waypoint. It's not the finish line.
All right, let's get it. Hold on, let me see.
Hear how we talk about the end of the quarter, the end of the year, as if it's the end of the game. No, it's just 1 mile marker. You're either ahead or behind. You're either going fast or slow. That's it.
Is there not something deeper and more truthful in that with regards to?
All right, now let's lock in. We got one more to go to.
To have these way market points.
Yeah. There's nothing wrong with metrics.
Yeah.
There we go.
That tension, that balance between the two.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with metrics. We've just overdone the dopamine. Right? Understand the caveman reason for dopamine. It's a very good reason, right? Which is, I need food, I need shelter. Right? So when you're wandering across the savannas with your caveman buddies, and in the distance you see.
All right, now I got to think about what's the next important thing to get done editing wise.
A gazelle.
I need to get some personal stuff done, but I need to get this video done also, bro. Because my client just hit me for a revision, and it's like, I don't know when I'm going to have time to actually revise that.
That you're making progress. Dopamine hit.
It's crazy, bro.
Keep going. Dopamine tells you keep going. And if you miss it, you'll try another day so you can get that feeling again. But if you get it, if you kill the animal or get to the apple tree, oh my God.
All right, let's see.
Yes. You high five all your caveman buddies. We did it. Right? But the feeling goes away. Nobody celebrates the victory.
I've been crossing her off the list.
The feeling has gone away. So you have to do it again.
Damn, we have to re-edit this one client, bro.
Feed relationships. It's supposed to make you find the things you're looking for.
Let's see.
The things you're setting out to achieve. Right? That's what it's designed to do. And where the hijacking happens is that becomes all of it. Repeat. That's called addiction. Literally, almost every addiction is a dopamine addiction. And social media addiction looks most closely to gambling addiction. It's what the same thing is, which is you become achievement addicted because it's the only way you ever get a good feeling is from when you achieve things. You just have to keep doing it, and it's kind of like moving the goalposts. Right? I keep achieving it. How come I haven't found success? You have it in a moment. You have that little feeling of elation that it goes away so quickly, and so we confuse joy, which is infinite, love, which is infinite, happiness, which is momentary. I'm looking for happiness. I can show you a million ways to get happiness, and it'll go away. You're gonna have to do it again. But to find love, like if you're in love with someone, you love your children, but you don't like them every day. You can love your partner, but you can hate them in moments. but that doesn't mean you're leaving. It just means I hate you today. But yes, of course I love you. Of course I love you. And it's these underlying foundations that are infinite. And the happiness sits on top of it. And we've forgotten to build those underlying foundations in pursuit of just those dopamine hits. And so, and you summed it up beautifully, which is we've made the pursuit of oxytocin and serotonin, we've made the pursuit of love and purpose and joy, we've gamified, we've attempted to turn the seeking of things that require consistency and investment into events.
Do you do real estate photography? Yeah, I started off in real estate photography. I just got bored. I got bored. It was good money. It's just too. It's like it's too lonely. Like I was only talking to agents, but like it was just they would give me the key to the house and I would go in the house by myself. And yeah, it's cool for someone if you're looking to like settle down, I guess, and like not really be around too many humans. But I couldn't do that, bro. Like it was boy. Like I did it for a minute too, and it was straight. You know what I'm saying? It's not bad. It's not bad as a side niche. If I had like a side niche that I still do it, but I don't like push it so heavily, if that makes sense. I do it more so in the form of branding now, like for real estate agents and stuff like that. Like I try to surround my brand around people, because before I was in real estate photography, and brother, like when I say that's a lonely job. It's a lonely job. That's the only thing. Like other than that, like it's good. The money's straight. Like you can get. That's like probably the easiest way to get into photography and make money. And if you don't care about people and you just want to make money and don't care about passion, then shit, become a real estate photographer.
Everyone in the village says, "Oh, you're so unlucky." The monk says, "We'll say, war breaks out. All the young men are sent to battle. He can't go because of his busted leg." Everyone in the village says, "You're so lucky." The monk says, "We'll see. Good news, bad news, who knows? It's all part of a journey, right?" And it sucks when you're in it, but it'll pass. But by the way, the same is true for good things. Like, this is amazing when you're in it. It'll pass. And so the question is how do you build a foundation? The foundation is built on relationships. The foundation is built on relationships. All the other stuff sits on top. Achievement, accomplishment, win-win-win, And I've never met a successful person in my life who learned anything when things went well. They learned every lesson they needed to learn that helped them achieve when things went horribly wrong. And the most successful people in the world, every single one of them, hit zero or came damn close to it. Almost every single one.
So failure is a gift.
Oh my God, it's the gift. Now, none of us want to go through it. None of us want to repeat it. It's awful. We're all secretly glad it happened.
Well, you do good work. Keep it up. Thank you. Join the Discord. It's free, bro. If you're a real estate photographer, that could be cool. You might meet other real estate photographers. There's 1,000 members in there that all do photography. So definitely join, bro. Photographers and videography community.
But the question is, are you enjoying the bumps? Or appreciating the bumps at least? You don't have to enjoy them, but you can appreciate them. You can have a sense of humor.
I'm also live on YouTube right now, by the way, like showing what I'm doing.
You can't be angry or sad when you're laughing. Have you ever been in a fight with somebody and somebody makes a joke and you're trying not to smile because you're angry and instantly the anger goes away? Stop it, I'm trying to be angry. Like parents and kids, it happens all the time, right? Kid makes a joke, parents trying to be serious, right? You can't, it's too hard. It's too hard to be sad or angry when you're laughing. And I think sense of humor is unbelievably underappreciated as a coping mechanism and just a way of getting through it. Just to see the absurdity of it, And so I look for every occasion.
All right, let me see what I need to get out.
It's inappropriate.
What would you say to someone who feels paralyzed by fear of moving forward? They're unconfident in their decisions. They don't know whether things are going to go well, and they are scared of committing. They don't have that level of conviction that they need to actually start to make movements.
Go help somebody else who's paralyzed with the same fear. Don't worry about it. You're good. Just go help someone else who's struggling with the same or similar thing. And I don't mean create it like a self-fulfilling victim circle. That's not what I mean. Like, Don't confuse going to help somebody with reinforcing so I can feel better about myself. We do that all the time, right? We create these little echo chambers where we all make ourselves feel better by reinforcing, like, yeah, screw the world, they did this to us. Yeah, they did it to me too, right? Like, no, that's not what I'm talking about. Like, genuinely try and help somebody get through the stuck. And the easiest way to do that, it's also very hard, is to make it known that you're struggling, not so that someone will help you. It's just to create a space that somebody will say, me too. Because everybody's lying, hiding, and faking, right? So we don't know which of our friends. Like, it's the single biggest lesson I learned in my career. When I was young in my career, I was pretending that I was more in control, more successful, happier than I felt. Never needed help. I was good, I had all the answers, and if I didn't have the answers, I definitely pretended that I did. Nobody helped me. Why? I didn't ask for it, didn't need it. I was projecting that I got it all under control. Until I got to the point where I was struggling so much that I gave up and had to admit it because I didn't have any other choice. And the minute somebody said, how are you? You'd be like, it's been a rough month, if I'm honest. It turns out I was surrounded by people who wanted to help me. They just didn't know I needed it.
Is this Lightroom Classic or regular Lightroom? So it's Lightroom CC. It's not Classic. You could tell it's not Classic because Classic looks way older. But nah, it's Lightroom CC.
Everything's good. Everything's fine. Everything's great.
We just had a discussion about this in the Discord, bro. Like, yeah.
They're not doing it for bad reasons. They're doing it for good reasons. They think they need to put on a positive face.
It's Lightroom CC.
But if it's a hard time.
But there are people who use. I had a lot of people just switched over from Lightroom Classic to Lightroom CC because of me. I didn't tell them to do it, but they just was like, they switched over and I was like, oh, bro, it's so much easier to use. And I'm like, yeah. A lot of people are stuck in their ways and they only want to use Lightroom Classic because like that's just what the OGs told them to do. But you don't have to do that.
How to get through this, and I am stressed and I'm worried. But you know what? We've got an amazing team. I know if we stick together and take care of each other, I know we'll get through this. And I'm not worried. That's the thing that gives me confidence. And everybody goes, oh, yeah, me too. I'm stressed too. Right? The responsibility of the leader is to create the safe space. And so somebody who has the courage to say, I am struggling, not because they're looking for help, not because they're looking for sympathy. Somebody who has the courage to say, I am struggling, simply to create a safe space for somebody around them to say me too so that they can offer their help, that's called being a leader. We call you leader not because you're in charge, we call you leader because you went first, because you had the courage to go first. You are leading the way, literally.
Just getting in game with your content / work. What's the difference though?
You don't have to do it publicly, you don't have to do it online.
A lot.
In fact, I would say
I mean, if
you see people put these messages out.
how can I simply?
Social.
It's just personal preference. It's the easy way for me to say it. It's just personal preference. They both do the same thing. This is just easier to use. Let's say that. Like it's just easier. It's just easier to use. You know what I'm saying? Oh my gosh, another client.
Because that's easy to talk to yourself.
Can I change my appointment? Oh my goodness.
That exact same conversation to have in person to one person and look them in the eye and say everything you said to yourself in your room by yourself with your device is excruciatingly difficult because that's real vulnerability. And so I challenge somebody.
Oh man, she just rescheduled her shoot.
To say to a friend, I am struggling. I'm stuck. I'm confused. I'm lost. I don't know what I want to do. And if they start fixing you, say, I don't need you to fix me. What I need for you is just to listen.
Damn! She just rescheduled her shoot. Oh my goodness, brother, bro.
Me too.
She just rescheduled her shoot.
Serve.
She just rescheduled her shoot, bro.
Everything I can to support you, to help you get through this.
Oh my
And
goodness.
you'll find yourself reading books, listening to podcasts, reading articles.
There's no way she just rescheduled her shoot, bro. My week, this week, is so crazy, brother.
Simon, you're great.
Oh,
Let's bring this one
hold
up.
on, bro.
I appreciate the heck out of you. What are you working on now? What can people
Christ.
expect for the next foreseeable future?
Lots of things, lots of balls in the air. Writing a book about friendship.
Man.
I've realized that all of the things that
She
I've
really
written
just
about wouldn't
rescheduled her
work if you
shoot.
didn't have
All
other
right,
people
let
in
me
your life
let me change her. Let me
who agree
let me
with
stop
both.
complaining and just hurry up and change it,
And,
so I don't have to worry about it no
there's
more.
an entire industry to help us be better leaders. There's an entire industry to help us be
Thank you so much. So, question: what
have
time
better
you
narratives,
first?
be
You
better
got picture will
parents.
come back the
Like,
fifth.
there's barely anything on how to be a friend. And yet, if you look at all of those things, work, personal life, those things succeed because we have friends to support us in those
about
journeys.
it.
Well, who's there to support the friends? So, I'm loving that research and enjoying writing that book. Making huge changes at work, changing our business model, really enjoying myself. The team's having a blast. We're experimenting, trying new things, and just having fun. So better things are happening with our learning product. We teach human skills, all those things we're talking about. I wanna be a part of that journey with people if they'll let me. So that's happening, and we're in beta right now because I figured out a way to help people find their why. And I've written about it and I've spoken about it. And so we're in beta right now where we have something called Y School, which is it's for coaches, personal coaches, executive coaches, people who are in corporate learning development departments, for them to come and learn my exact same process so they can help other people learn their why. Because I realize I want everybody to have their purpose, but
Hey, Nana, I'm gonna call you back in 30 minutes.
And even if I trained a few people, there's only a few of us, but for
You heard
people
me?
already out there in the helping business, if I can give them one more tool
What happened? Go ahead.
in their toolbox.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Where can people check that out?
It's not live yet, but it will come live. But
I did. Oh, that's their fault. Cause the 21st, I did pay it. The 21st,
social media.
their thing has been down, and I got a confirmation that says zero balance.
Thanks for having me. I really appreciate it. Great conversation.
Yeah, I took screenshots and everything.
Tuning in. Ooh, tasty.
Yeah, cause it says cause their system went down from the 13th to the 21st. Took a screenshot of it and everything. From the 13th to the 21st.
999 episodes.
All right, I'm sending it right now. Hold on, you ain't gotta hang up. Hold on,
Don't know what to say.
bro.
Really.
Come on, bro.
It's a lot, and I wouldn't have thought that it was even half that number if it hadn't been for the fact that they were all recorded and numbered. And on Monday,
It's
episode
crazy,
1000 goes live with Matthew McConaughey.
Hold on, I took screenshots of it and everything just to make sure.
Stream first onto the set, and we're about to go on tour. So it kind of all feels there's a lot of chaos happening at the moment. It's very exciting, but it's been interesting getting to do this, preparing for this episode, sort of reflecting on 7.5 years of not really knowing what I'm doing, and hoping that something good and useful comes out of it. And we just crossed 1 billion plays, which is also
But
very
that's
flattering.
crazy.
It felt like a period of reflection. And today I'm going to take you through some of the best lessons that I think I've ever learned. And it's from the last 100 episodes only, or since February time. Stuff from the newsletter, things that I've read, ideas that I've taken from the podcast. But I've worked really hard. So if 999 is a flop, we'll just throw this one in the bin, chalk it up that I fucked it. And McConaughey's phenomenal on Monday. So but I think this one's really special. I hope it's going to be. I did mention I'm going on tour. A lot of those shows are sold out. So Toronto's sold out, Los Angeles is sold out, Nashville's sold out, and Vancouver are all sold out. But there are still tickets available if you want to go.
It
to
no
see me
longer
on
says
tour.
pending. It says that it was processed.
Live.
Comma.
I'm doing New York on Thursday, October 23rd at the Town Hall. I am doing that's sold out. All of those are sold out. Boston at the Wilbur Thursday, November 13th. Chicago at the Vic Friday, November 4th.
Yeah, you see it, right?
Austin, Paramount, the Adopted Hometown show on Thursday, November 20th.
Okay, so
Salt Lake City,
why does it say I have a
Complex,
zero
Thursday,
balance? So I have to
December
pay it
4th.
again?
Denver, Paramount Theatre, Friday, December 5th. And that's it, because Vancouver's sold out. All of those are available now at Christmas.
Because right now it says zero balance. I'm looking at it.
Tickets.
It says zero balance due.
A huge show.
That's what it says
sold
right
out in
now.
London, sold out in Australia. It's an hour and a half long of just me. Zach Talander is warming up, playing music. There's a Q&A at the end. There's meet and greet. It's all happening. So
That's what it says for me.
Also, I wanted to give you a
Hold on, let me see.
gift.
No, I'm not
in true
out
British fashion,
right now, but
try and give
So
back
what do you want me to do?
after giving 999 episodes, I have made a playlist of music.
Okay.
This has been something that's been requested for quite a while, and I've made the Modern Wisdom Bangers playlist, which is all of the stuff that I listen to, a lot of tracks that you'll have heard me.
But there's so much going on right now, gang.
In blogs,
Alright, I've been using my RP for some time. I love my RP. And it's not many people that uses it, makes content. It's pretty dope to find someone who does. Also looking to purchase 8200. I love 8200.
It's everything.
8200 is my favorite flash, and the RP is my favorite camera.
Bangers playlist at ChrisWillX.
Bro, they got a lot going on right now, bro. I had to reschedule a client literally in the exact same time.
It's cool. I really
Then
enjoyed putting it together.
my nana called, bro. It's a lot going on at the same time.
Before we even get started, thank you to everyone who supported the show. Those of you that have been here.
Is there a camera out there that takes photos so you don't have to edit? I mean, every camera in this world takes photos so that you don't have to edit. You don't have to edit anything. You just decide to. Like, it's not necessarily the camera, it's how you take the picture. You know what I'm saying? It's how you take the photo. Like, you can easily, you know, of course there's a camera out there, you know what I'm saying, that you don't have to edit. You can easily, you know, do that. You just got to get good at taking the picture. You know, if you get better at taking the photo, you know, it's called getting it right in camera. So if you can get it right in camera, or, you know, you train enough or, you know, practice enough to get it right in camera, you don't have to edit anything. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to edit anything.
Feeling the love at the moment, and I'm super fired up. The next few months have got the biggest episodes that we've ever done. The run that we recorded in London is out of this world. So I very much appreciate you all. Enough waffle and retrospective whimsy from me.
So you don't have to ever edit anything. We just choose to do so. Like back in the day, like there was no real editing when it came to photos. You had to get it right in camera. You know what I'm saying? Like from the OGs. You had to get it right in camera. There was no editing. There was no Photoshop. But as a photographer, your job is capturing light. So if you can capture the light good, you're chilling. As long as you capture the light good, you're chilling.
Less, and the entry doesn't even make a ledger. We treat small pleasures like counterfeit currency, and you think, oh, that little thing made your day. That small moment made your week. How feeble, how desperate, how limited your life must be to be thrilled by something so unimpressive. You must not have a lot going on.
Yeah, like you don't have to edit. I mean, like it's just like a stylistic choice. It's like you really kind of choose. You don't have to really ever edit. You just kind of choose to edit.
And yet, life is made up of little.
I know a lot of photographers that don't edit nothing. Like they get it right and they might just do a little light retouch or something, or they just they get it right in camera.
Constructed out of moments so small
they get it right in camera.
As events on someone's calendar. So,
damn, bro, my grandma.
Why can't something small be something great? Well, I realized sometimes I feel things.
I might have to hop off live, bro. I don't know. Like this is the deepest TikTok live ever been.
Things more deeply than I should do, and also including the shame of being delighted by little things more than I think I should. And I felt like it was as if taking pleasure in something tiny revealed the smallness of my life. But maybe that's exactly backwards.
What the hell was that sound?
The true richness of a life is how much joy you can.
That boy Clyde sent me some roses. Thank you for the roses. No, I'm not never doing that shit again in my life. I feel like you tricking on me, man.
The threshold for joy. You don't just get more of it, you get it now. Like, who is truly the more impressive person? The one who requires a grand cathedral of bullshit, fanfare, and galactic accomplishment in order to get the slightest flicker of pleasure, like some masochist at a sex party demanding car batteries get clamped onto his nipples before he can even.
That's the live goal sound. I'm like, what that sound is? I'm like, okay, all right, turn me up then. Like, I don't know what that means.
Like a test of emotional robustness. If the only experiences
turn me up, it's my birthday. Turn me up, it's my birthday. Pull me up.
Impressive and rare, then your happiness is brittle. You've made it dependent on external circumstances lining up.
Bro, I got 5 minutes till I gotta do another workout, but that's crazy. I ain't gonna lie. Time is sliding. I gotta leave at 11, bro, cause I gotta shoot.
Note of life offers you something sufficiently worth it. We are already primed.
I'm gonna try to use this. Right? So I bought this yesterday because y'all told me to. I didn't need this at all. I didn't want this at all. But I bought this flappy thing because y'all told me to buy it. So I literally bought it to make videos for y'all. This thing is crazy. Like, why is it so like, what the fuck? But yeah, I don't need this. I did not need this at all whatsoever. But I'm gonna use it today for a tutorial to show y'all how to use that bit, because I be seeing y'all asking me, Taxi, can you do a tutorial using the MacLeod? Do I want to? No, bit. Will I? Yes, bit.
We are already easily tipped into frustration, so you have to work equally hard to be as easy.
Why you think I'm like, I'm starting the wave? You know what I'm saying, Clyde? Like, I'm starting the wave.
Enjoyment is efficiency. The less grandiosity that you need to feel good.
The more that go live though, I'm gonna start feeling less special. I think. I have like a problem. Like, when people start doing what I do, I start not wanting to do it no more. And that's like just like a thing that I've had since I was in high school, bro. It's like I used to sell candy. Somebody else started selling candy. All right, I'm selling fidget spinners now. Somebody starts selling fidget spinners. All right, I'm selling shirts. Like, I'm gonna find something that you can't do. Like, I'm the hardest. Like, I gotta be the hardest worker. Like, I gotta be the hardest worker in every industry that I ever step in. So I gotta always find a way to be the best. Like, not necessarily the best, but just the hardest worker. Like, I don't gotta be the best person with the best skills or know the most information or nothing. I just want to be the hardest worker. That's it. Like, I just want to be the hardest, because that's what I can't control. I can't control being the best. You know what I'm saying? Always somebody out there's gonna be better than you, but you can control how hard you work. So I can control being the hardest worker for sure.
Something small could be something great. Most people.
I have more potential clients than photographers come by. Nah, for sure. That's definitely me too. I ain't gonna lie.
By feeling shame.
Hell, like that's mainly what it is. Like, a lot of clients kind of come, but then again, I have a lot of photographers that follow me, so that's kind of live be bringing me more photographers. But a lot of potential clients, like clients that be looking to when I get on here speaking about business, clients would be like try to like they're more so likely to book because I'm talking about conversion rates, ROI, things of that nature. What's up, Devontre? I have a Canon Rebel T6. I have a Canon Rebel T6.
There is this kind of embarrassment.
Also, it's right over there. And I have a T6i, I think, or is it 7i? I'm trying to find something to edit on. I'm buying an SD card reader so I can edit on my iPhone. Well, that's tough.
But it just seems to me that if
take some pictures. You can definitely edit on your iPhone for sure. I think Lightroom on mobile is free. I think. I'm not gonna say that out loud too many times if it's not, but I think it is.
The most grand, extravagant life,
certain versions of everything's free, but there's just like I think it's like it doesn't allow you to have all the features though.
Art exhibition to LSD, whatever it is. Like, even in between those things, there are opportunities for you to have your day made by something small. And I
did you go to photography school? No. YouTube University.
Huge impact on me. So
YouTube University. YouTube University.
Similarly to that, I talked about this idea from Joe Hudson that operator guide to idea guy, which is you need to think about where productivity comes from a little bit more carefully. And I also realized that there is surprisingly an analogy between gastric band surgery and being busy.
She called me yet. She's still waiting.
Surgery of being busy is, after undergoing gastric band surgery, people's risk of suicide tends to go up. And that's perhaps unsurprising because gastric band surgery is a big deal and can sometimes have complications, infections, painful outcomes. You're literally like putting a belt around your stomach to make it smaller so that you can't eat as much. It's like the old school version of Ozempic. Like, you're physically getting in there and having to limit the space. But one of the unseen reasons for this increased suicide risk is actually due to the surgery going right, not it going wrong. So you understand.
There's some cheap ones on Amazon, like a SD card reader. I got this one right here. This little SD card reader right here, for $8 on Amazon. It's a USB-C, so depending on the type of iPhone you have or phone, but it's USB-C. It goes into your phone. It snaps to the back of the MagSafe, and then you can put the SD card inside of there. Like you see how that one is right here, and things like that, So yeah.
That they were using food
Can you share your thoughts on going live? Are you in the Discord? I'm about to start doing that to everybody. Anybody that come in here asking me questions, are you subscribed to my YouTube channel? And are you in the Discord? And if you say yes to those 2 questions, I'll answer whatever the hell you want me to ask. Because both of those tasks are free tasks. And if I'm giving out free game, I need you to do a free thing for some free game. I'll give out all the free game in the world. Do a free thing for the free game. Are you following me on YouTube? Are you subscribed? I'm trying to get to 10,000 subscribers before the end of the year. Are you subscribed? 1. 2, are you in the Discord? If both of the answers are yes, I'll ask whatever you want, I'll answer. And both of those things are free. You don't got to spend no bread. You don't got to spend no bread. But yeah, this goes into the back of the phone. See, my timer's up and my grandma calling. Hey, boo. Nah, you good. Did they, what they want me to do? So this is what I'm wondering about is this is what I'm saying. If I pay it, because right now I just looked at it, refreshed it again. It's talking about now my thing is overdue, my payment's overdue. So now, is it gonna say that I have to pay a fee now because the payment's overdue because they were down? All right, cool.
You are forced to face your issues without
because it's saying that what happened?
That you're used to. The busyness.
Yeah, they did, but I'm looking at my thing and it's saying I owe $900.
Has now been removed, leaving you with 2 choices.
That's what it must be, because I'm like, bro, because right now it says overdue and it says $900.
And go back down the road you just escaped from by forcing
because it passed the 13th.
Figurative gastric band.
Okay, that makes sense. So just pay that.
Actually,
so just pay it again, because I was gonna do it a second time, because I had got the invoice, the email, I had got the thing, the notification I sent you, and the notification said, notification said, oh, down to the 21st. It said anything that you have already scheduled will go through, and I said, okay, cool. So I never put it in again. I just waited until the 21st.
Maybe this isn't where I should take most of my self-worth from. Maybe I am hiding the deeper levels of connection between me and the world in my chaos and this.
So you went in person.
Built-out calendar. What is it? A busy calendar is a hedge against existential loneliness. Okay, so that's kind of the, what do you call, like the cognitive gastric band. You've had this thing wrapped around you. Okay, really limited my capacity to do that old workload.
Yeah. I see it. It reversed. So I'm gonna send it again.
Why were you working that hard? Maybe because you just have raw ambition. I want to make the most of my life. I'm going to make a dent in the world. I'm going to do all of these things.
Yeah, I could pay it. I still have it. Yeah, I can still have it.
That's all of it, man.
Yeah, it's going to take them days to process. That's the only thing I'm worried about is the 3 days to process.
You're hiding from something. And even if you're not hiding from something, you will have hidden.
Okay, cool.
By being that busy. Or
I'm about to answer your question. I got you.
Being unable to.
Okay, yeah, it reversed it. I see the minus and then the plus. I see it.
It's either notice, hide, or from being so busy, have to.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna put the payment back in.
Busyness goes away, start to notice. So either way, if the busyness begins to slow down, stuff tends to bubble to the surface. And look, like I'm fucking speaking to myself here, okay? All of these are thinly veiled autobiographical notes to self. But
okay, bet. Because I've seen it. Because it said, because my on my side, I thought it would say pending still, but it said process, and I'm like, okay, cool, process. And I've been getting a lot of bookings this month, so like the money's been just looking the same, honestly. Yeah. Yeah, I'm about to resend that. Yeah. Okay, yeah. Cause I looked at it, I was like, whoa, I refreshed it, and it said overdue, and it was like 900. I'm like, you know, I don't owe that. I was like, I know I don't owe that.
Sounds fantastic.
Yeah.
From the fact that working hard often.
Okay. All right, bet I'm gonna do that.
Able to remain sane, especially if you push it. If we accept, and I think this is true, that peace is a performance enhancer. That if you are unpeaceful,
this is because I had got something in the mail too, and it said $1 owed, and I was like, okay, what? I was like, what? Like I had got something in the mail, and it said $1 on it.
You're not enjoying the work.
It was saying that I owe $1. It had came in the mail yesterday, and I looked at it in the mail. And I'm like, okay, $1? I'm like, alrighty, and then I went back on there and it said 0, and I was like, okay. Yeah, it said $1, and then I went back in there. I went back on the online. It said $0, but now I guess they was probably going. Their whole thing was going through it, but now it said I owe 900. So I'm like, bro, y'all app is tripping. Yeah, I want to go send that same payment back.
So if you want to do a thing for a very long time, like over 7.5
Alright.
years, which is, I guess, how long I've been doing the show, I've done it in a pretty quick clip, right? Like 1,000 episodes in 7.5 years.
Okay, I'm gonna do that.
Quick. Like, even if I only
Overly, because when I tell you, I'm literally like, in the next 20 minutes, I gotta be heading out to this next shoot. Like I'm booked all day today. I was booked all day yesterday. I was booked till 2 a.m. the day before that. That's what I said. I said God is good. I can't even complain. I've been asking for this. It's the fourth quarter. I told you though. I said when the fourth quarter hit, business is about to go crazy. I'm gonna have zero time. Like it's fourth quarter. We're in the fourth quarter, so. Because I got 2 weddings this weekend. I got a wedding on Saturday, wedding on Sunday, and I got shoots before and after those weddings. So I'm taking everything I get.
like end yourself.
I ain't letting none of it. I ain't letting it out the gas. What I got a car for?
Out the window, the candle gets burned on 3 ends. That's what you're supposed to do. Okay, let's assume
Yeah.
you got to a little bit of escape velocity. There's some momentum.
No. She couldn't because she had stuff to do.
The monster.
She had the kids were off, but the teachers weren't off.
is very difficult to
Yeah, so they still had to do. It was like a planning day. They had like an extended planning day.
later in your journey.
Yeah.
And if you don't step in soon enough,
But yeah.
it's no longer like a dog on a leash pulling you forward. It's more like a parrot.
You still gonna call me tomorrow? Cause we booking the flights tomorrow.
Out of your eyes. Like the difference between you
Yeah,
and the bride
child.
is very hard to
You gonna book the flight? Nah, tomorrow I have time to talk to you because you off all day, and I got free time. I got some free time tomorrow. Yeah,
sort of ask
I don't have as many
myself the
people.
question, who am I if I'm not busy all the time? Or who am I if
Nah, that's what I did that last time, and I told myself I would never do that again.
to the stuff that I do.
Cause I drove to them and then I flew with them, but then when I flew back, I had to drive back. I said I'd never do that again in my life.
But Mark Manson as well just had this banger from the start of the year, which was before you win, everyone.
Oh, okay, yeah, I get what you mean.
And after you win, everyone will remind you how lucky you are.
Okay.
Hormozy twisted that into before you win.
Yeah, like you might be able to arrive at it all at the same time. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, he was trying to pay me to come babysit the dog this weekend, but I didn't have no time.
If that doesn't just go to show that most people are not worth listening to.
I have no idea, but he was trying to get me to come babysit. But I was like, man, I wish I had free time. Uncle Nick. Yeah.
Self-grandiosity of every person that's just come upon it.
Must be. I don't know.
They can't stop talking about. I think this one's.
Oh, okay. That makes sense then.
Most people are not worth listening to, me included, but this one's got some legs, so do your own assessment.
Okay, that makes sense.
Letting go of busyness, leaning.
Yeah, I told him I wasn't gonna be able to. Yeah, I was like, other than that, I would say yes quickly.
A little bit of
A weekend in a big house, sure, I'll take that.
Turning that up, because why do
Yeah.
you work so hard if it was just to allow yourself to work harder in the future?
I don't know, it
Not to
must
say
be.
that working hard isn't enjoyable, but that by working hard you don't fully get to connect with life because it sweeps lots of things.
Yeah,
up.
nah, they wouldn't be coming back no time
It is
soon.
a coping mechanism. It is an obese person using food as a crutch. You are obese with your workload.
I don't know. He needed me. He just said the weekend, and he didn't say no specific day.
And that is how you deal with your problem.
He just said I need you this weekend. And I was like, oh yeah. I was like, I'm overly booked. I was like, I can't even lie to you.
This is fucking money.
But
Some
yeah.
advice on how to support men. Men want to aim high without feeling insufficient if they fall short. Men want their suffering to be recognized and appreciated without being pandered to or patronized and made to feel weak. Men want to believe.
And you won't even notice. Yeah, and you especially if you're not looking at your account a lot, you won't notice it.
Men want to be able to open up without being judged. Men want support without feeling broken.
Yeah, that's what I was. Yeah.
For who they are, not for what they do. So the
Yeah, if you're not looking at your bank account, you don't know.
Inspiration with compassion.
Yeah.
Is not an easy task. You could even say blending aspiration with compassion is not an easy task.
Yeah,
So,
I'm
question
gonna redo that
every
one.
guy has asked themselves is, how do I set lofty goals which drive me to fulfill my potential?
Yeah, I'm gonna resend
without
it.
feeling less than
Alrighty.
if I don't get there tomorrow. And the desire for
Yeah, they don't let you know at all. Yeah, no, you gotta figure out for yourself.
comes into conflict.
You gotta figure, but you gotta think about it. They're a credit union. That's their job.
But men especially.
It's to get over on you. That's the job.
Some men are all drive and goals.
But yeah, alrighty.
Non-introspection. And
Yeah.
sure, some men are all
Alright, love you.
reflection and inner work
Alrighty.
with few
Love you too.
external desires. But
Bro, I'm so sorry for making you wait this long for that question to be answered. Are you still here, TMV?
self-belief.
I'm sorry, bro. Bro, when Grams call, you answer, gang. Like, you won't say nothing. You don't argument or nothing. Are you still here, TMV? I'm sorry, gang.
Just wants to hear. I know you can be more, but you are enough already.
All right. TMV, you still here? I just want to make sure you're still here for our answer.
You're going to be great.
I feel so bad. All right, bet. Yeah, so going live. So TikTok is for discovery. YouTube is longevity. You know what I'm saying? For a fact. TikTok is discovery. YouTube is longevity. If you notice, if you go to my YouTube, you see how I say live on YouTube? You go to my TikTok and I says live on YouTube, it helps funnel people to YouTube because YouTube is my primary platform for that longevity. Revenue-wise, both of them pay. If you're looking to, obviously get paid, you have to have a certain threshold of followers or subscribers. So both of them are going to pay you, but TikTok is a lot easier to get discovered, and YouTube you also will get discovered the same amount almost as TikTok, but YouTube is a long form platform. So the people who join on YouTube are looking to sit for a while. Like they're trying to find something to watch, someone to vibe with, someone to sit with and just chill with. TikTok is looking for quick dopamine hits. So you're gonna get a lot more views on TikTok, but the views aren't as meaningful because they're not gonna sit with you. They're not gonna join you and just sit and join and sit just because. You know what I'm saying? They're more bored. They get bored faster. So more so when it comes to YouTube, they are coming to you to sit. So it's two different demographics when it comes to viewership. But I definitely love going live on YouTube more. But if I didn't want to get discovered by new people, I'm going to go live on TikTok just for that discoverability and trying to talk to people and stuff. So that definitely helps as well. I hope that answered your question.
We often talk about the challenges that we have with women. They are emotional and hard to understand. And what do they really mean when they say that thing? And they passive aggressive, but they get, sometimes aggressive, but sometimes submissive, but sometimes dominant. And how do I, okay, I get it. And
yo, what's up, Pusha?
Highlighted enough on this show about some of the
more specifically about the experience of actually streaming. I find TikTok kind of annoying. I got a little following on both, just working on it. You said the more so that physically about actually streaming. So, that's like a broad question too. Like, are you asking what software I use? Are you asking about like it's a lot harder when it comes to like streaming on YouTube because of bit rate and all these other things that play a factor. Like your quality is gonna be less. Like if you look at me, I'm in 720p because my computer doesn't run fast when I'm running all of these softwares. I don't have enough RAM. I have 16 gigabytes of RAM. I don't have enough RAM to run all these softwares at the same time. So my computer is a lot less quality. You see I can't do 60 frames. You see the motion blur and like the quality of my face and stuff like that is not as good as it would be if I could do 4K or stream 1080p. There's a lot more specifics that go into long form streaming than TikTok. I'm literally just on the phone. I just press it. If I have good Wi-Fi connection, I'm straight. If I have good Wi-Fi connection, I got some little mics that I use for TikTok, and I'm chilling good. But outside of that, TikTok, YouTube is always going to be harder for real when it comes to editing. When it comes to streaming.
Supported without feeling broken, like you're able to open up without being judged, like you believe that you can be more without feeling like you're not enough already. Like your suffering is recognized and appreciated without being panicked.
Yeah. I got banned on TikTok. On TikTok desktop live, I got banned because somebody reported me for giving out false information. I was just giving out free game, but they got mad and they reported me for giving out false information, and I didn't give out any form of false information. They were just mad because we started talking about like aperture and how does it matter, and then they ended up reporting me, and then TikTok banned me off there. So I can go live on my phone, but I can't go live on my desktop on TikTok. So I got banned. So I don't even play. Like I just press live on TikTok and just yap and chat. I don't try to tell people what to do, nothing. I just say, bro, you want more information? Come to the YouTube live. Like that's it, because I'm not trying to get in trouble with TikTok, man. I ain't trying to play with them. They're not even about to be here that long.
How much can we say this to ourselves?
What'd you say, Pusha? How do I get more light from the 8200 for night? You need to go up on your ISO. So make your ISO at minimum 640. Your ISO should be at minimum 640, and then you will get more. But you don't want to go down. You don't want to go up too high of a power on your 8200 because your refresh time will now have to suffer. So if you're going up 1/4 power, that's too damn high. Your refresh time, and you're not gonna be able to shoot fast for those nightlife photos. Okay, you want to stay above 1/16. Stay above 1/32. Don't even really try to go to 1/16 unless you have to for real, and you're being very surgical and intentional with your shots. But when it comes to you know, wanting to shoot multiple, be 1/32 plus, 1/32, 1/64, things of that nature. What the hell is this inside of my pants, man? What?
Sent me to do with male suicide, which is 91% of middle-aged men who died by suicide sought help by the surge.
I was supposed to do a workout, wasn't I? I missed the workout.
91.
Hold on, how much more time do I have? Bro, I literally only have 30 minutes left, and I gotta be leaving.
Middle age had already opened up.
Hold on, wait.
To support hotlines.
Let me pay this real quick. This damn app's not working.
So the men need to open up more thing. Just
I'm about to try to pay this real quick.
Some ways is not
bro, there's C, bro.
I don't know what it is. I don't know where the
I literally can't pay.
Is that men are falling through. Maybe it's
I can't pay. All right, let's tell that now.
Maybe it's that the guys are struggling to use the right language.
Yeah, I can't pay.
What they need if they do get into these
it's not letting me.
Like just opening up, right?
It's not even letting me log in.
Engaged with the help. I'm happy to lay this at the feet of some men.
So I mean, I guess I'll just wait till like the end of the day and try to refresh it. But it's literally like it's not even letting me log in.
What does
Nah, like literally, like when I go, it says sorry. I sent you the notification. It says sorry, system is down. I went back into it again. Sorry, system is down. I deleted the app, re-downloaded it, and it was like sorry. So I'm gonna try it again tonight. Yeah. Yeah, you got to. Yeah.
Paradox, right? Both of those sentences that I think would make any man melt.
Yeah. It says we're upgrading our system currently. That's what it says. Yeah, so I'll just wait.
I will be here right beside you, and I love you as you are.
Man, yeah.
I will still love you even if you become bigger. But I know that you want to become bigger.
Yeah. As long as it's before, yeah, I get you saying. All right, yeah, I'm gonna just wait. Alrighty.
And I think it's important for guys to recognize that concept.
All right, pay my payments, man.
You are difficult.
My grandma reminds me to pay my car payment, so I don't forget. But I definitely paid it. But
bring this into land for the girls, like, should you be babying the men in your life?
I don't like how I just cut her elbow off. Like I'm gonna leave it like that, bro. I didn't like how her elbow got cut off. I ain't gonna lie.
Ready for the kind of guy that listens to this show. However, we do need to.
All right, let's turn the timer on. Bro, I literally gotta leave. I gotta leave in a few minutes, bro.
And women need men to be successful. Well, why? Women can look after themselves. They're out earning men. They're out educating men socioeconomically, so on and so forth. But yeah. Most of them want to be in a relationship, most of them want to be in a long-term committed marriage, and male unemployment is not good for marital success. When women lose their jobs, there is no impact on divorce likelihood. When men lose their jobs, the chance of divorce goes up by 33%. That means if you have undriven men, the likelihood that you, as the woman in their life, gets divorced has just gone up by 33%. It is in your interests, both rationally, objectively, subjectively, astrally, fucking karmically.
Type of shoot I got today. So the first one is a lifestyle. The second one is Halloween. Third one is Halloween.
And
fourth one is life. No. Fourth one is just studio, like just a studio session. Branding, like personal branding. There we go. Personal branding. Fourth one is Halloween. Fifth one is Halloween. And then Halloween again. Sixth one's Halloween. So that's 6 today. And then I have a few tomorrow. And then Friday I have a clusterfuck of shit. I have an engagement session. I have an engagement set. My editing slots like this are the only time I have chill time. The only time that I have chill time, bro. But engagement session, personal branding starts at 9 a.m. 9 a.m. Personal branding, 11 a.m. engagement, 2 Halloween, 3 Halloween, 5 maternity, 6 birthday, 7:30 paparazzi, and then don't even get me started with Saturday.
Rather than addressing the underlying existential void, and perhaps for many, maybe even most people, this is a big issue. But there is another group who suffer with the opposite problem, and this is Frankel's inverse law. When a man can't find a deep sense of pleasure, they distract themselves with meaning. So, if ease and grace and joy and
playfulness do not come easily to
It's
you.
crazy. No matter how many times you listen to one podcast, you will always keep hearing it differently. Like, no matter how many times you listen to a podcast, bro, you will always hear it differently, bro. Like, it's crazy,
that
bro.
Delayed gratification in perpetuity is noble because you struggle to ever feel grateful. The TLDR is that you prioritize meaning over happiness because happiness does not come easily to you. The problem is that delayed gratification in the extreme results in no gratification. Alan Watts has got this idea: if we are unduly absorbed in improving our lives, we may forget altogether to live them. Everyone is taught that on the other side of discomfort is something valuable. We're told that worthwhile things are difficult to attain because if they weren't difficult to attain, they would not be worthwhile. And this is how non-valuable but difficult things get slipped into our desires without us noticing. Attaining something worthwhile is often going to be difficult, but just because it's difficult does not mean it's worthwhile. Doing something well doesn't make it important. Some people are hyper responders to that instruction, and they go on to become workaholics and insecure overachievers. And from the outside, this looks like you've transcended the shallow need for pleasure. But in reality, it's just cope to avoid facing the fact that you struggle to feel joy. So instead, you perpetually promise yourself that happiness might finally come tomorrow. But, like running toward the horizon, tomorrow never arrives. Congratulations, you've managed to subjugate your joy as tribute to your work. Do not mistake humorless and fun-lacking seriousness with being sophisticated and caring about your pursuit. You took type A advice for type B people and turned it into a fucking religion. Thoreau said, "The price
What it is,
of
gang?
anything
You did say
is
3
the
hours.
amount
That's
of
crazy.
life you exchange for it." And by this logic,
Crazy how
many
it's still
of us
been live
are
though.
paying into a bank account
I'm literally about to. I'm about to get
never
off live though, cause I gotta
withdraw
go.
from.
I gotta go shoot some shit.
Permanently winning the marshmallow test results in you never actually arriving where you cash in your efforts for rewards.
Nah, I think Camilla had the baby, gang. Camilla had the
In
baby. I think she
anticipation,
was preggo.
This sounds like
But I think
building up
Camilla-
to some amazingly impressive moment which will make all the pain worth it. But in retrospect,
Camilla's still preggo.
I get the sense that this
I'm
was
listening- I'm
like
listening to a
series
different
of
one now.
miserable successes where you never stop.
said, "Damn, fam,
to
Camilla's still
actually
preggo?"
Enjoy your time on this
I'm
planet.
saying though.
You need to do at least a bit of what you care about now,
Camilla been
as
that.
opposed to banking on finding time for it in the future. Once the decks are cleared and life's duties are out of the way, life's duties will never be out of the way. And so, if you really mean it, when you say that you'd like to write a novel or spend more time with your aging parents or fighting climate change or having fun, at some point, you're just going to have to start doing it. That's from Oliver Berkman. This is a suite, I guess, of challenges that we're talking about today, and a lot of them are in tension with each other, right? This sort of desire for drive whilst realizing that it's a coping mechanism.
Bro, you're
this,
stupid, bro.
Need
It's
for
like,
inspiration.
damn, I was gonna do it. I was gonna do a
aspiration,
whole
also
little,
realizing that
wham
passion is
bam
something
for
that's
Camilla.
important. This understanding that you do need to delay gratification, but if you're the sort of person that takes delay gratification advice to heart, you probably are a hyper responder and didn't need to hear more of it. You actually needed to hear. Maybe you should cash some of that in. But I think that idea, that Frankl's inverse law, when a man can't find a deep sense of pleasure, they distract themselves with meaning. I see in a lot of my friends that they became serious about pursuits and found that meaning was easier to attain than happiness was. That work was easier than play, actually. There's this idea, I think, about the ancient Greek word for work was translated as not at leisure. So leisure
was the set point and work was the aberration, and the people who are ruled by Frankel's inverse law see the opposite. They see work as the set point and leisure as the aberration. And again, like, letting go of this, like, fuck, like, I want to build the life that I want to get out of the country or the fucking culture.
Oh, I got a fire
the
emojis
wealth
from my
bracket
client,
that I've
gang.
been born into,
He
or
sent
that
me
I
fire
fell
emojis
into,
in the
or that I
chat.
stumbled backward into. I have
Yeah,
to
we
create
love
this
fire
special kind of
emojis.
monster inside of me in order to be able to do that. And yes,
From the
you
edits
do.
that we did last night, he sent fire emojis.
But if you never let go of it, you end up. It's like a dose response curve thing, right? This is kind of an interesting idea from medicine.
Love fire
some,
emojis,
maybe
man.
most
Yes, sir.
drugs have a dose response curve.
Yes, sir. It was from these, from these ones.
Like that. Too little.
He was like, "Oh,
like
them
not
bitches
much
overly
happens.
tough."
The right amount.
Yeah.
And something happens. Too
You know
much.
the fuck going
and
on.
something bad happens.
You know the fuck
Like,
going on. Get you a taxi now. Get you a
ensuring
taxi, little
that
bit.
If you don't work hard enough, things in your life will not go well. If you work too hard, things in your life will not go well. If you work just about the right amount, things in your life will probably go great. And working out where that line is the task of the perennial overthinker.
Y'all see the shirt though? Y'all see the shirt? Y'all don't see the shirt. Y'all don't see the tunnel vision till you finish though. Y'all don't see her wearing the shirt though. That tunnel vision till you fucking finish though. Y'all don't see her with the. She got that shirt on. She got the tunnel vision till you finish, gang. Hey, gang, you don't got a video about how to use Photoshop? I ain't gonna lie. The entire Patreon is that. Quite literally. It's all tutorials of me editing. I'm starting a series called Zero to Surgical, basically teaching you how to join Patreon from zero, not knowing nothing about Photoshop, and basically getting to surgical measures of where I'm at. So I'm starting a whole series, like 10 videos, zero to surgical. That's what I'm about to do. But yeah, that's basically what the entire Patreon is. I ain't gonna lie. Like all of my editing videos with the raw photos and everything is all on Patreon. It's all on Patreon.
This is an actual
No
change
cap.
that you need
No cap.
to make to leave
It's all
an
on. It's
unhappy
all on the
relationship,
Patreon.
change from an unfulfilling
But
career
I do
to
like right now I'm
meaningful
doing an editing.
conversation.
I'm live editing
And
on
we
I'm live editing on YouTube
years
using
of
Photoshop
misery
and Lightroom, and I'm
avoid
recording this to
human
post
intervention.
onto Patreon with the raw files.
Second roadblock to happiness is uncertainty. Humans never genuinely pursue happiness. They only pursue relief from uncertainty. And happiness emerges momentarily as a byproduct whenever uncertainty briefly disappears. If you feel like you can't predict the future, you will default to fear and worry and rumination, and your mind.
If you feel like you can't predict the
will
future, you
eclipse
will go to
reality's landscape.
fear, which basically means that
Worrying about
that
the
is what
thing
creates anxiety.
you can't
That's what it
predict
sounds like.
usually involves a nightmare fantasy, which is way worse
Bet.
than what could happen in reality. However,
It's gonna be called
this
Zero to
imagined
Surgical.
nightmare
That'd be gonna be
collapses
tough. I ain't
the
gonna lie.
chaos of the
You can
world.
still become a Patreon member without paying. Like you could just
This
be a free member,
how much
so then you get like
humans
notified when it
abhor
does drop.
not knowing how
Like,
the
you don't
future
gotta pay. You can still be a free
would
member. I still
rather
drop free shit on there
imagine
too.
a catastrophe than deal with
So,
something
like you don't gotta pay
unpredictable.
for real. You can still be a
Sometimes
member on there
these
though.
situations overlap. A family member gets an uncertain medical diagnosis.
So when that bid do drop,
we can't be with them.
you already on T. You know what I'm saying? You already know what the fuck going on for real. You already, you know what I'm saying? You already on
We tried to
tip.
mend a broken friendship with a letter and haven't yet got a reply.
I dropped the link in the
So,
YouTube
If you're feeling unhappy,
in the YouTube
look to
description
where you're uncertain and where you want things to be different.
for y'all. Hold on.
I really think there's a lot to this. These two impediments to happiness, right?
Bro, it's like I'll shoot all day, and I'll blink one time, and then I'm back home and I'm asleep.
About how anxiety
It's
works
crazy, bro.
is
Like I'm back home, sleep, then I wake up and I'm like, fuck, it's the
you're
next
unable
day,
to work out what's going to happen in the future.
bro. It hits so different, bro.
So
I'd be like,
your mind imagines, it invests
like
a lot of time.
I need to
and
buy
energy
water. I gotta like I'm not even gonna lie. I tried to
lots
order water
of
the other day and it was
alternative
too expensive to
scenarios
order it, so
in
I'm
the
gonna have to just go
hopes
buy
that
some.
if
But
you had already seen how those scenarios might occur, if they do occur, you are better prepared
shit,
for them.
pressure.
If you know that one thing is going
Been
to
a lot
happen, you
going
can still
on.
be anxious about
But I'm gonna use that today. Oh, D, you're back. I'm
Okay.
using this today, D.
I think that this
I'm gonna use this today. I'm not gonna bring shit else, so that way I have to use it. Well, I mean,
of the future.
should I not bring shit else? I probably
Is
should bring shit
perfectly
else.
explained
But
by the fact that
I'm
we
probably
would
gonna use this
rather
for my client today.
genuinely
So we're gonna see
rather
how this
imagine
works.
a nightmare than deal with uncertainty.
But we have I got to shoot
Like,
today
it does collapse
that I have to
down.
leave for in a
If
few
it's the
minutes.
worst thing,
I need to put my
it's-
GPS on,
it's
bro. Like that's the
cancer,
biggest hack.
it's cancer and
Put your
addiction
GPS on while you're
and
still at the
infidelity
crib.
at the same, and a divorce at the same time. It's all of those things together somehow.
So that way your GPS shows you how long it takes for you to get there.
Weirdly more satisfying.
So you can leave
thinking,
in a timely manner to be
I don't
on
know
time.
what it is. There was this idea around COVID called compensatory control. When
Y'all see that tunnel vision
people
till you finish,
were
though?
asked to imagine an
Y'all see the tunnel vision till you goddamn finish.
Imagine that this is
Go buy a T-shirt or something. You know what I'm saying? Go buy a T-shirt or something.
they were more likely to see meaningless patterns.
You know what I'm
in
saying?
random
Let me
static on a TV.
go buy a T or
They
something.
basically
What you said, D?
saw trends where there
What
were
D
not.
talking about?
They tried to bring order even into situations that were chaotic, and the connection to this and
Go buy a
COVID
T or
was that
something.
even before the lab leak had
Just in case y'all niggas want to
sufficient
support the nigga or something.
evidence behind it. Like
Let me
people
see
that
that
say
again.
there was
See what again? The T-shirt?
and understood that this was a thing, other than there is a place in
Little vibe, you know, little tunnel vision till you finish vibe. You know what I'm saying?
I
I didn't want her to show it off too much because this was her shoot. She like literally paid for a shoot to shoot in my own clothes. I was like, yeah, that's hard.
Zoological origin and the RNA sequence.
Like, come on, real raw unfiltered. Stop it. Like, who are you playing with? Oh, I'm low key done. Wait, do I got one left? I got one edit left.
You were, I think, leaning heavily into compensatory control because it is far easier to believe that a pathogen exists because of some malign scientist than the chance mutation of some silly little microbe. And even if this is the case, even if it is a lab leak, that lab leak hypothesis is true, you can't deny that it is much more comforting to be able to work it out by human motivation and carelessness,
This bit right here,
evilness, or the
this little
CCP trying to
flap
take
flap
over or
thing,
whatever. Like,
this damn
that is a
flapjack.
story that we can
I didn't
always
want to buy this. I'm gonna be
focus
honest with
on
you.
is
I did not choose to buy this. I asked the
around
Discord,
sometimes
and the
they hit
Discord told me to
well,
buy
did-
it.
did
The
we
Discord said,
deserve it?
buy
Like,
it because we have it, and we want you to teach us how to use it. And I said,
oh, this
all
is
right, y'all want me to use this
judgment
flappy
from
ass
something
$100
that we have
ass thing?
done. This is righteous
So we gonna see.
retribution. Why do we need that story?
Everybody uses
Well,
it, so
some people's beliefs,
I bought it
but
just to use for
on top of
y'all.
that, it wrangles randomness into certainty, and this is.
I bought it because I knew you had it, if I'm being honest. Because we were at the meetup, I saw you have it. You're like, damn, Taxi, I don't know how to use this bitch.
Gets in the way of our happiness because how are you supposed?
Bro,
to be
that
happy
bitch is so
if you want
overpriced, bro.
things to be different?
I didn't even buy it because I didn't buy it the price it was, bro. I got it for $40. My little camera shop be doing it for me, bro. $40. Got the 8200 for $200. I mean the 8400 for $200. My little camera shop be doing it, bro. They come through.
You argue with your partner and you don't know how
My
they're
mentor
feeling.
runs the camera
Overnight, so you
shop.
want to not be
So like in the
arguing,
Discord, I be
and you
posting
have uncertainty
pictures
about
of
how they
like
feel.
cameras they have available and stuff
A family member gets an
for
uncertain
members that are looking to buy a
diagnosis. I
camera.
can't be with them. I want it to be different, and I have uncertainty together. And I think this is like a real potent cocktail of dissatisfaction that often occurs in our lives.
I love that dome. I'll use that dome every day of my life. That dome is not overpriced and it's worth it. Like it's crazy. You get so much more for the same price. Like I think that's gonna be my argument when I make the video. Like I don't think I can confidently support MacLeod, bro. Like I just feel like it's like the Nike or Louis Vuitton of photography for no reason, bro.
Tons of movies, they kept saying that the worst thing a man could be is a grown-up. You'd see a love triangle of romances where the guy you're supposed to be rooting
Like, it's
against,
crazy.
his only sin is that he's kind of normal. He's got a job and stuff.
Let me see.
But then some other guy, a bad boy, would come along, and it doesn't matter that he sleeps in his car. Or if both of the guys are financially stable, you're supposed to root for the one that is less emotionally stable, the one that's more childlike. Jason Pargin just broke my brain with this insight. I think it's so right. Like, modern romance culture isn't just telling stories, it's shaping selection criteria. Across movies, media, even mainstream dating advice, women are being subtly conditioned to seek out emotional unavailability and volatility as signs of desirability. And the result is a generation of women confusing conflict with compatibility and drama with depth and brokenness with mystery. Rather than choosing partners based on emotional maturity or shared values or long-term compatibility, many are drawn to conflict, aloofness, and unavailability. It's the he's hard to love but I can fix him fantasy, repackaged in everything, from films to novels. In The Notebook, Ali chooses Noah, the poor, impulsive, deeply emotional man, over Lon, her secure and respectable fiancé. What's the conclusion? Stability is boring, and true love is obsessive, chaotic, and all-consuming. In Titanic, the scene that makes you like Jack more than Rose's wealthy fiancé Cal is that, for fun, Cal just sits and has quiet conversations with his friends, whereas Jack has fun with big, loud parties, and the movie portrays this as him living more authentically or living life to its fullest. But really, he's just living like a teenager. He has nothing to offer Rose in terms of reliability or safety, yet this brief, fiery connection is portrayed as more authentic than anything she could have had with a professional fiancé. In Twilight, Edward Cullen is
Bro, my clients are like bothering me, bro.
Obsessive and emotionally tortured, and that is precisely what makes him desirable. Bella's rejection of Jacob, who's warm and grounded, underscores the trope, right? Safe is boring, danger is hot. Beauty and the Beast takes it even further by literalizing the fantasy. Love turns rage and violence into virtue. Similarly, A Star is Born.
Aww, my client said thank you so much for making my experience a 10 out of 10.
Tragically intertwined. Her love is deepened.
I just sent her photos.
By how much
she said, "Oh my God, thank you so much. Thank you for making my experience a 10 out of 10."
On something called the Byronic hero. It's a literary
That'd be meaning the world to you, boy, man.
The persona of poet Lord Byron.
Like,
he's usually emotionally isolated or
making your experience a what? A 10 out of 10.
He's at odds with society or authority. Possesses a tragic past or trauma, and women are often drawn to him despite his destructiveness. Even modern women's advice keeps repackaging difficult as passionate. Teen Vogue runs headlines like, "Super bad, why are smart girls drawn to bad boys?" The Sun gushes about why the sexiest stars go for the bad men. The takeaway is, if he's cold, complicated, or broken, he must be worth it. Safety is sterile, and suffering is sexy. There's a neuroscience trick being played on us all here, though. Things that are valuable are often hard to get, but just because something is hard to get does not mean it's valuable, which is why scarcity and unavailability are often mistaken
let's
for
just
work.
say,
Romance
from the day you get it,
reward the woman
it's gonna
who
keep
wins
working.
the affection.
How do you like the bro? The 8200 is that bitch. Sorry. I got 4 of them.
In reality,
that's how much I like them. Bro, don't you gotta go leave? Yes, I do, bro. Just hold on, wait, hold on. Yes, I do gotta leave. Yes, I should be leaving right now. Yes. Yes. Hardest working human. You know what I'm saying? Hardest working goddamn human.
Typically, coyness isn't love.
All right, let me see.
It's emotional immaturity masquerading as romantic spark. The problem is that intermittent reinforcement is the exact mechanism that drives addiction. You are not in love, you're hooked. Variable schedule reward is the bullseye of dopamine. It's how slot machines work and why social media is so compelling. Our brain says, if something is scarce, it must be more precious. And we take this economic dynamic into our love lives. So if someone stops texting us, or we feel like they're drifting, all of a sudden our brain says, they must be important. If they say, here I am, I genuinely like you and very much want to commit, our brains respond with, What's wrong with you? If you treat me like crap and you're in and out of my life and you text me a bit and then you go cold and I don't hear from you, many people think they might be the one. It is no coincidence that so many modern relationships do not begin with mutual understanding, but with a chase. We have taught women to interpret emotional inconsistency as romantic tension.
That's called, and which is called toxicity.
Instead of consistent support.
Which is called
To
toxicity.
believe that love is meant to be hard earned, not freely given.
And that is the definition of
This has real
toxicity.
consequences. It normalizes dysfunction. It
I'm sending my client her photos. I'm trying to hurry up. I'm trying to cross stuff off my to-do list.
And it leaves women feeling like emotional burnout is the price that they have to pay.
I need to change and everything, bro. Oh shit.
Emotionally mature,
I'm gonna still be on time though. Like all my clocks are like forward.
In place of someone
Every
who
clock
has
in my
so
house,
little
my
more
phone, everything is like
than
10
an
minutes forward,
effective
so I'm
dopamine
chilling.
trigger. This is why so many guys have so little sympathy for the "where are all of the good men at?" question. Whether it's through painful personal experience or by being subliminally reminded of it in pop culture, men who are ready to commit are fearful of doing so because they've noticed that many women seem to like them more and soften up when they're mistreated and kept guessing.
Oh, get your indie filter, fam.
Comment from a guy on Instagram.
Get your indie filter, never thread again. Get your indie filter.
He said, I'm trapped in a
Or
generation where I
get
don't
your
know
indie
whether to
filter,
find a
use your
flower
lens
or
hood,
ignore
like
them.
learn out how to
Like
shoot with extra power, higher power to beat out that sun.
Men
Even if none of
will
that works,
do
just go high as
what
fuck on your
women
shutter.
demand in order to get laid.
Like go high as hell. Go
Women's
2,000 on
sex
your
standards
shutter.
for sex.
Go high as hell on your shutter. Just boost your
This is
shutter
an idea from Roy
to the
Baumeister,
to the
who
fucking
says,
moon
although
and
this
back.
might be considered an unflattering characterization, we have found no evidence to contradict the basic general principle that men will do whatever is required in order to obtain sex, and perhaps not a great deal more. One of us characterized this in previous work as, if women would stop sleeping with jerks, men would stop being jerks. If, in order to obtain sex, men must become pillars of the community, or lie, or amass riches by fair means or foul, or be romantic, or be funny, then men will do precisely that. So, similarly, if men need to be broken, flaky, non-committal, and inconsistent, they will meet these standards appropriately. Women's mate choices, modern romance culture, and girl magazines are not at fault.
Your son ain't got nothing
for
on me.
emotionally
Fuck your
unavailable
tomato.
but they're not totally unrelated to it either.
God,
What
I'm
is
trying to figure
needed
out why is
is
Casper
a
screaming.
pure
He's running around the entire house
healthy
screaming.
connection.
Yep, there. See, that's my alarm. My alarm just
Spot
went off,
on.
telling me to get my
And
ass
his
out of
wonderful
here.
insight, where he said, it can take a very long time indeed for some of us to come to a highly basic sounding realization. We should only contemplate going out with people who are very enthusiastic about us from the start, without the need for persuasion, without any call for begging or chasing or strategic withholding of affection or visits to therapy, just plainly and simply keen, open, and ready from the get-go. We may tolerate a prospective partner who tells us that they like us a lot, but that they will be only available to see us again in a month, or someone who casually mentions they are presently trying to decide between us and 3 other suitors, or a compelling career abroad, or someone who can never bring themselves to initiate sex. or
Podcast
have a
cooking.
hand in public.
That's why I'm playing that
A
bit.
bit
Cooking.
deeper into our relationships, we may similarly not spot that it might be less than ideal to be trying to convince someone that they should go to therapy so that they'll finally see that they want us, or that we are, in fact, just as much fun to spend Saturday evenings with as their friends are. To cut through the nonsense, we may be in need of a robust awakening. The only person we should for a moment ever contemplate being with is someone who, at the start of the journey, can already be at the table with a conviction to match our own. We can be forgiven for being...
My only thing about podcasts is they say certain words that people don't understand, so I try my hardest to break them down.
Those who don't reply to our messages and those who
Like they sound, they're speaking above our heads. So I try to like take everything that I learn and speak with us, like speak in the same on the same level.
If you need to keep messaging,
Because a lot of the shit that they say in podcasts go over your head.
If they are evasive or surreptitiously liking someone else's
Like
post.
surreptitiously.
It is
People
not
don't know what the fuck that
love
means.
to
You gotta
get
use context
defensive
clues.
or describe your
And while you're
legitimate
using context
violence
clues to
or
break down
expectation
what they're saying in the
as
podcast,
too
you
intense.
done missed the next point that they made.
We
It's like music.
Get the wavering, defended ones out of our
Yeah,
lives
Casper having fun,
immediately.
bro. He's
And that will
playing
mean
with his toy,
ejecting
bro.
The majority of people that we meet. All
I'm updating my website.
focus
Hold
on
on.
the
I'm
very
updating my
few
website.
with native enthusiasm. We need to hone our skills at recognizing the keen ones and clear everyone else out of the way. Stop imagining that they might be shy or that you haven't made your intentions clear enough. Let's say it again, for good measure. The only worthwhile lovers are ones who don't need persuading. Those who like us a lot, already, those who never leave us wondering where they might be or when they might reply, those whose commitment to us flows so easily that all the focus can be on the difficulties of living day to day. The day-to-day of living life is tough enough already without the difficulty of convincing someone to commit to us in a way that we are already prepared to commit to them. The others may be fascinating, lovely looking, and about to change their mind in 15 and a half years, or after a trip to India, or capable of generating lots of late night arguments and
he was looking
for a
at me?
movie or a psychoanalytic case study.
Bro, there's a door open. He's running around.
Of our precious time. Is this everything wrong with the modern dating market? Obviously not.
I update it. Before I even send it to the client, I
It's a
update
big
my
part.
portfolio, bro. I always update my portfolio
I think so.
first.
I had this conversation with Gay Hendricks a few weeks ago, and I kind of explained to him this journey that I'd been on when trying to understand human mating. You know, you start off and you see these big macro trends, and you realize lots of people aren't.
I could cross her off now.
Declining, and you look at the amounts of people that say they don't want to even couple up. This seems strange. And then the next step you go to is, okay, well, what is it that human psychology, how does that work? And that's the evolutionary psychology approach. You're thinking, well, I'm going to learn about ultimate and proximate reasons for behavior and mate guarding and male parental uncertainty and intersexual competition and status and, you know, the sort of the mechanism by which our mating works inside of our own minds and between us. But that's not enough, right? So you've got big macro problems, and then you've got an understanding of what the system is in the individual. Then you need to combine those two together, which is, okay, so given the stats that we're seeing and our underlying psychology, what is going on in the modern world? And that's mismatch, right? So that's, you know,
All right, now it's time
the
to go.
T-app and fucking female dating strategy and like sex ratio.
Love y'all.
hypothesis
I'm gonna
and
talk to
red
y'all later.
pill
I'm about to
and
slide
soy
out.
boys and
I gotta
incels
go.
and stuff. Like that's all of
And
that
things of that nature.
linked together, trying to apply
Woo.
what we learned from evolutionary psychology into
Hold on.
the stats.
Hold
Okay,
on.
so
Before
maybe
we
that's an
go,
explanatory
man,
mechanism
y'all
in the
already
modern
know it
world,
though.
unfit.
Going on. You already know that we gotta end it the correct way, cause we can't end it incorrectly. Big ass back. Big ass back. Big ass back. Big ass back. You a big back, get back. You a big back, get back. Always back. Big back. Always back. Big back. You a big back. Always talking about some snacks. Big back. You a big back. Get your ass back. Big ass back. Looking through the cabinet trying to see what up from that. You a big back. Big back. Big back. Big back. Get back, get back, get back for real. Get back, get back for real. Yeah, I'm loud with you too. Yeah, I'm loud with you too. Yeah, I'm loud with you too. Yeah, I'm loud with the guy. B&G, yeah, that's familiar. Yeah, we all catching vibes. Get back for real, he Get back for real, he Get back, get back. Get back, get back. Get back, get back. Yeah.
always talking about snacks. Like,
get back,
how you talking at the same time?
get back,
Big back ass, boy. Get back, stay back, get back, stay back, get back. Get back, stay back, get back, stay back, get back.
Yeah, I'm live on YouTube. Yeah, I'm live on YouTube. Yeah, I'm live on YouTube. Yeah, I'm live with the guys. PNG, yeah, that's familiar. Yeah, we out catching vibes. Big that for real, he big that for real, he always you a bit back, always talking about some snacks. You a bit back, get your ass back. I talk about snacks, looking through the cabinet, trying to see where the food at. You a bit back, big back for real. You a bit back, get back for real. Bruh, do you always in my chat? You always talking shit. I gotta get my get back, bruh. Cause there ain't no way you always speaking and you always eat at the same time as you always speaking.
Do that? How do you even speak
Man.
and eat at the same time? You always eating Chipotle. Like, you always eating.
Woo. Alright, y'all. I love y'all. TTYL. I'm about to change and shit, so y'all can't be on live with me and things of that nature while I'm changing. So I'll see y'all later. Turn y'all notifications on and things of that nature so y'all can hear when I go live again. Woo. Go buy a t-shirt or something. Until next time. Taxi!